Wow. It's the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast.
I was waiting for you to come in and do the whole intro after that. But what is popping off?
Tag team assist.
The Deadboyz podcast, like he just said. This is that boy.
It's that boy Reaper. Come on now. Y'all know what it is.
We know we know what it is. We know what it is. Also, you know who it is too. I gotta put it on. It's that boy Joey.
It's that boy Joey.
That boy Joey. We out here getting lit. We also got the new, very special motherfucking Spider-Man fan #1 man guest.
Yes,
boy TJ.
What's goody, y'all? What's goody?
You know. Now who do you want to jump in first for the weeks? You want to jump in for the weeks? I do want to say real quick before we even start off, man. We're supposed to have 5 people. We were supposed to have Cody and Mr. Dr. Slurp. Bro, they sleeping on us. Like, what the heck? I thought those were your boys, bro. I didn't know they was just snowflakes.
It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying?
I know what it is.
Spider, you don't know, no cap podcast. I was right there with them. I did not want to come today. Today was like the worst day ever for me at work, bro. I swear to God. I don't get headaches at all. I get like 2 headaches a year. But when I do, them bitches is vicious. Like, they're like pure migraines, like dizziness, feeling like to throw up type shit. So I had one today. Literally, I didn't get any sleep again. So probably like the last 3 days, I'm on like 4 hours of sleep in total.
Cyan, come here.
She's like knocking my shit over too.
I'm like, I just hear this. I look over, bro. Her mouth is right here by the mic. Like, I'm like, why is that shit so fucking there? Oh, my bad, bro. So you had the migraine at work and shit. What happened?
God, bro, I cannot.
You just dealt with it?
I couldn't do it, bro. Like,
did you finish your day at work?
Like, bro, I was sitting down. I was dizzy. I couldn't open my eyes. Like, my shit was pounding, bro. But it's Christmas week, so I want that Christmas bonus. I was like, I got to stick it out.
Yeah, I feel
Bro,
that.
I tried. Like, when I tell you, I tried so hard, bro. I made like the 7-hour mark, bro. And it was a 10-hour day. And I was like, bro, if I keep going, I'm going to end up fucking myself up. Like, for real. I was like, I got to go.
So what, you took off early?
Yeah, I took off early and went home, took me a little nap. And I was like, because if I don't do that, I'm definitely not making the podcast. Now, off the strength of Spider-Man, I had to respect the podcast. You know, I had to show up.
Respect that shit.
Off the strength of my man Spider. So
nah, definitely fucks with that. You had a pretty shitty day by the sounds of it. If it makes you feel good too, I had something work related go on in my week. If you finished up,
yeah, I'm all done.
All done. So last night, right, I'll hit my foreman up. I'm like, yo, what's the addy for this new job and shit? Hour later, bro, get a text from this chick in the office. She's like, hey,
you're fired.
Can I talk to you? Bro, you're like me last week when I came out with the baby shit. You gotta wait for me to get to the punchline. Now I know how it feels, bro.
I had to up the score.
But yeah, so she called me up. She's all like, yeah, well, you were supposed to be a foreman and blah, 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 and you're making too much to not be a foreman, so we're just going to have to let you go for the winter and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of bullshit type shit.
So they did fire you.
Yeah, I got fired. I got a little check over there that says termination check on it. She made me sign a paper and shit, bro. They were holding my check hostage type shit.
Because you made too much?
They didn't want to. Pretty much, I was supposed to be a foreman, and I didn't really want to be a foreman. And my foreman was probably talking shit about me because, you know, he probably didn't want nobody else becoming his boss. So yeah, they didn't want me no more. But it's fine. I was literally about to quit there soon anyway. With the new job I've been talking to, bro. Last interview tomorrow, so if that goes all good, I'll probably have another job already. I was probably gonna leave a 2 weeks notice here in the next couple of days anyway if it comes through. You know what I mean?
He said, "Ain't no sweat on my back."
Ain't no sweat on my back. You know how many roofing companies is out here? You know how easy that shit is, bro. Once you work at one, you can work at any of them.
I feel it.
But what you got, TJ? How was your week?
Good. I just got off of work like fucking, what time is it? Like an hour and a half ago?
Okay.
Shit, I went through the same shit that he did. I had a headache at work and shit too. I was like, bro, listen, can I just like leave early? But they're like, yeah, 4 people called out, so there's no way that you can go anywhere. I'm like, well, what that got to do with me that 4 people called out? Like, I came, like, shit, can I just leave early? But no, so I had to spend the whole fucking day there. God damn it. Fucking, I woke up, almost was late. Wasn't even at my house either. I was at my coworker's house. Fucking, the shit was crucial. I hated it. Hated it.
Supervisors, right?
I definitely
Right.
feel y'all on the migraines too,
Right,
because I feel
fuck.
like, especially nowadays, bro, I never get headaches.
Oh,
When
yeah, but when it comes on,
it's a migraine.
oh, yeah.
Tell me
that
that
shit's
shit's
off.
vicious, bro.
That's just awful.
Yeah, when I was young too, bro, it was like I never even got headaches. I used to get like migraines frequently when I was young, and then when I grew up, kind of just grew out the shit. You know what I mean? But
Right,
now
yeah.
it's just like once in a while. That motherfucker hit, and that shit hits hard.
Oh.
I ain't gonna
hard.
hold you. I ain't ever contemplated suicide, but once that bitch get to kicking, boy, I'm like, nigga, I'm about to just end this shit.
And with-
Fuck this.
Goddamn.
It's worse than COVID, goddamn.
He's
Nigga.
going off so damn bad. Shy, you got some peanut butter?
What the fuck?
We're gonna have to get him feeling right.
Hell no. Uh-oh.
But this is the motherfucking
Fucking-
Spider-Man episode for y'all, and we didn't even mention
Come
what
on
our
now.
week. We all seen Spider-Man on. You seen it on release night, right?
Yep, the same day it came out.
We,
Yep.
we seen this shit on release night.
Yes, sir.
Man, so we is out here,
I'll sign with it.
and just so y'all know, there's about to be some spoilers in this motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
straight out the
period.
bat, bro. If y'all ain't
Period.
seen it, just click off, bro.
Yeah.
Come back. You know what I'm saying? We got catalogs, so there's episodes y'all can go listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Our last episode too that came out recently is actually called Spider-Man Predictions, where I think it was just me and AJ, and we was going over our predictions of Spider-Man.
We were. I
If
don't
y'all ain't
remember
seen the
what I
movie,
said.
go watch that one. Watch the movie. Come back. Come talk to
yep.
us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you want to be spoiled, then just jump in the chat and tell us our beards are fucked up like that guy did the other day.
He just told me that story. That shit had me so weak.
Tell you. But I want to know y'all's first initial thoughts of the movie. Who wants to go first? Who wants to give us? How about TJ, since he's our guest? What was your overall impression of the movie? What was like your favorites? Like some parts you didn't really care for?
Well, I could tell you right off rip, that was probably like the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
Like
okay.
right off rip, it is. And I knew I knew going into it, that major spoiler here, by the way, that they were gonna have both of the Spider-Man in the movie in the first place. So I wasn't really like that surprised when they actually did come through.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
and
love
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. When they came in, I kind of already knew that they were coming because there's no way that you're gonna have just their villains be in the movie and not them, because that's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb. And it was like that giant leaked ass spoiler too that they pretty much released themselves with that trailer.
Right,
Where
yeah.
they're all flying through the
And
air.
then Lizard gets kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, see, that just proves it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and the thing is too, like, I knew that it was like they had to go back to like how Spider-Man like is, because like that's what kind of like Tom Holland's movies weren't. Because like he gets his suit from a rich dude who's dead now, but that's not usually what it is. He just makes his own shit normally. So that's why when I liked at the end when he made his own shit, I was like, finally, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. So maybe now everything's going to be normal now. And everybody doesn't know who Spider-Man is again, like it's supposed to fucking be. So maybe now it's going to be back to normal again.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do now. Because now they're going to have, like, I guess 3 new movies out now. So now I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
I don't fucking know what's going on. Every time I go on Facebook,
It's
bro,
different,
Tom
bro.
Holland is saying some shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is you? 1 minute, oh, I'm excited about this character. We got some exciting things planned out. 10 minutes later, I don't know about my future of this character. Like,
Yep.
nigga, what are you, bro?
And then, bro,
Exactly.
the next minute, it's like, I'm going to have to take a break for a couple years, start a
Exactly.
family type shit. Like, that boy is
Yeah.
all over
Yo,
the
Tom
place.
Holland, I'm gonna need you to get your ass and your act together, buddy. You're Spider-Man. You ain't got, you know the job was dangerous when you signed up for this shit. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You better be ready for it, because
Exactly.
you don't need you taking no fucking hibernation break. We need you out there.
We
Hibernation
need
break.
Spidey in these streets.
Yeah,
That fool
period.
he even said at one point too, like when it comes to getting past 30, I think he's like what 27, 28 or something.
No, he's younger than us. I think he's like
Either way,
24,
he's like- he got
Is he
23.
20? I thought he was older 20s.
No.
But I was gonna say either way, if he even like 24, like if you're not trying to do Spider-Man movies by the time you get past the age of 30 in
Like,
Hollywood, then you're
exactly.
damn near there. You
Like,
know
what the
I
fuck?
mean?
Exactly. Like Robert Downey Jr. was fucking doing Iron Man until he's like,
This is what
he's
I'm
like
saying.
he's like what, like 50 something now, something like
Yeah.
that. And this man been doing Iron Man for like 10 years straight. So like,
Yeah.
just expect that at this point when you do like Marvel movies and shit. That
Yeah.
you
And
just
they
gonna be on
already
that.
said that they don't even do like long contracts anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, no.
So it's like, bro, like, I
Who,
mean,
Marvel
Spider
said
Man.
that?
Yeah, they're not signing like, because
Yeah,
they used
they
to
used-
sign like 10 movie contracts back in the
Okay.
day.
Oh, yeah.
That's how the whole universe started, but they don't do it anymore.
Yep.
And not as large, but I don't know. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, bro. It's literally Marvel's biggest superhero. That's like becoming Superman or Batman. Like,
just a random.
you can't just take that role and just
assume that you're not going to do it forever.
Like, you feel me? It's one of those roles. It comes with a cost.
Just as a random question, though, for the whole going into the whole, they don't sign contracts for long-term type shit. What do they sign? Fucking, what's his name? Captain America? Fucking, it's like Steve something, ain't it?
Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
That's his character name, but I'm talking about
Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris Evans. There you go. So Chris Evans, and then you got Robert Downing for fucking Iron Man and shit. I wonder if they had any kind of beef with them guys to the point where that's why they didn't want to do the long contract.
No, it's just demanding of the actors. Like, you're forcing, like, you're signing a contract. Like, yeah, like, you're pretty much basing, like, and as an actor, a lot of them don't like to be caught up in the same role. Or the same character. So playing a character for years on years on years could be overwhelming, I guess. Especially if you don't like it. I mean, I'm sure they all like their characters, but all characters pretty much have negatives about them that I'm pretty sure they don't like.
Okay.
Right.
What you got for your favorite part of the movie?
Oh, it definitely was when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire came in. My theater was I don't know about y'all, but my theater was jumping when they came through.
When they went through the portal.
When they came through the portal, the whole place just fucking like erupted up in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like everybody's just clapping, cheering and shit, like you thought we were at a fucking football game. Like how fucking loud that bitch was.
And shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my fucking other favorite part that nobody mentions, Charlie Cox, Daredevil, being in the fucking movie.
That shit had my fucking theater popping off too, and I don't even know Daredevil like that. So I'm looking at this dude, I'm like, why does he look familiar?
Right, yeah. And like the thing is too, like the Kevin Feige, the producer of like the Marvel movies and shit, he even said he's like, Charlie Cox is gonna be our Daredevil. But I'm not gonna tell your asses when he's gonna be our fucking Daredevil.
Yeah.
So that he just literally just dropped him in the movie like he's gonna be it now. Like here's the first movie that he's in, so yeah, so I think that shit was pretty cool. That shit had the fucking theater pumping then too.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Oh yeah.
I do want to say though, kind of leading off of that, I almost think like it was a good part of the movie, but I also think it was the weakest part of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really wanted like them to introduce like say like when Sandman came up and interfered with the battle between fucking Tom Holland and Electro type shit. I wanted to see like something like that. Like this motherfucker got introduced during a fight. I wanted to see like this motherfucker Tom Holland just like swinging down the street or something, and then this motherfucker Electro like shooting this other fucking Spider-Man out the air or some shit. He's like, what the fuck's going on? Like I gotta go help this guy type shit.
Right. And that's one thing I didn't like. To answer your next question that I didn't like about the movie, how they made Sandman, how he's just like a fucking just walking pile of sand the whole time.
I feel like that's his character though.
It is, but like if you like watch like the Spider-Man 3 movie,
it's been so long since I've seen that, bro.
Right.
Go ahead, refresh our memory.
He isn't just a walking pile of sand the whole time. Like he actually looks like a dude the whole time. So I just thought it was weird. And everybody's like, well, they probably did it because Thomas Hayden Church couldn't be couldn't do it at the same time. I'm like, okay, but it also costs more money just to have him just walking as
CGI.
as a pile of sand than just having him in the fucking movie for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, I
feel that doesn't make sense either.
The motherfucker's nose, I'm not gonna lie, look weird when he's
weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. Yeah, no, you're right. No, you ain't wrong about that. Yeah, no, weird as fuck.
So is that all you got for your first initial impressions or what?
Yep. Yeah. I can tell you it lived up to higher than my expectations were for it.
Higher than your expectations?
Yep.
Okay.
So what's your overall ranking? 1 to 10?
Definitely a 10.
Okay.
Definitely a 10.
One more question too, since me and AJ was talking about this the other day. In terms of all Marvel movies, do you think this would be in like a top 10, top 5, top 3,
Definitely.
top 1?
Definitely, probably top 3. From what I've seen online, it's a lot of people's at least top 5. At the very least, I've seen top 5, but definitely it's my top 3. Definitely.
Okay. Well, let's hear your first impressions.
Gangity. Look,
Spider Gang.
As somebody who was Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Spider-Man was probably like my guy growing up, you know what I'm saying? That was my dude, you know what I'm saying? I call him Mr. Pew Pew, you know what I'm saying? Pew Pew.
Mr. Pew Pew.
I remember that shit way back in the day. I didn't know who he. I'm like, what? What the fuck is this guy talking about? He's like, Pew Pew. We gotta go fuck with Pew Pew.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Pew Pew. You know what I'm saying? But Spider-Man's always been my guy, and I can tell y'all this right now. Pros of the movie, I think one, the story was fantastic. if you don't know, comic book fans, this is actually based off of a comic line story.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I forget what it's actually called, but it involves Mephisto. But it's actually
I know which one you're talking about.
one of the most hated, or like not hated, but most criticized Marvel studio or stories, because it's pretty much that same story. Like Peter Parker doesn't want to be known because his identity gets revealed, but he pretty much, instead of making a deal with Doctor Strange, he makes a deal with like Mephisto, aka the devil, pretty much. But
devil.
Shit, like I think Mary Jane or some shit dies. Like there's a whole bunch of shit that like doesn't feel like Spider-Man happened, but they pretty much took that story and just revamped it and made it fantastic. So shout out to Marvel for doing that. They did that shit clutch. The reveal of the villains was fire. I think Doc Ock came into that bitch swinging. That shit was definitely fire.
I was a little disappointed going off of that a little bit, though, how they literally showed his reveal in the trailer. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they were saying at first they weren't going to show any of that. But that they were like, it's some hype factor.
It was like, I mean, they could have showed Doc Ock in the movie trailer without showing like his exact like entrance. You know what I mean?
Like how they
went hard.
did it. They usually in trailers, they usually show a little bit of the intro. So I mean, of course, when you're on the bridge, you know that the scene was coming. But I mean, even so, it still came in like. Nigga came from underneath the bridge, bro. Like, bro,
exactly.
Bro was coming crazy, and like how he put them. He put them hands on Spider. Let's be real. Like it was almost over for him. So shout out to that. I say the best villain by far. I said the dude who really makes this movie. To be honest, the man who makes this movie great is William Dafoe as a Green Goblin.
Period.
On God,
he did that shit fantastic. He was the only villain in this movie. I feel like who I could like. Okay, yeah, like. You know what I'm saying? Like he was that dude. Like every Marvel movie that I think is good has a fantastic villain.
Well, he also makes the most sense too.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I feel like if he wasn't there and he didn't have the impact that he did, that movie would have been a lot worse than what it was. Because Lizard was kind of.
He was there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was throwing claws and shit. You know
I think the only good scene that motherfucker Lizard has, I forget exactly who dude was fighting, but it was like he hopped up on the wall or some shit, and fucking Lizard came out and smacked him out the air or some shit.
I think it was that fight in the building. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
and then he like threw him down to Green Goblin or some type shit. Yeah, that was like the only scene where that motherfucker went in. I feel like.
Yeah,
that shit. So. Overall, I say it was a very good movie, good storyline. Action was cool. Comedy was aight. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen better comedy in better Marvel movies. So, overall rating.
You don't want to Scooby Doo this shit.
Overall rating.
You want to cure that
Scooby Doo shit was not even. They hyped that shit up. So I need you to Scooby Doo this shit. Like, all right, man. Like,
cool. Then her coming through saying something about I know a magic word myself or some shit. Like, please.
Yeah,
like they swore on everything. That was the funniest shit. It didn't even hit in
that
the
whole
theater.
Scene.
Like the theater didn't even hit,
no.
bro. Like that shit was terrible.
So to be honest, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. And if y'all know me, I've been talking. I do not consider this a top 3 Marvel movie, and that's facts. I cannot do that because if we're being respectful about it,
You said it's not in any of your top 3, or you're saying it's a top 3, but you can't put it up higher than 3?
It's not a top 3.
It's not
It's
top
not
3.
even a top 5 for me, actually.
Yeah.
I'll get to that later in the podcast, but just know it wasn't a top 5 for me. I feel like I've seen, besides, you know, the wow factor of like, oh, it's the old Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and I forget his fucking name. But all 3 Spider-Man, I mean, the wow factor of the movie was fantastic. I can't go wrong, Tobey Maguire. But besides that, bro, I mean, the movie was good, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen better Marvel movies, just put it like that.
Right.
It's all up to you now,
It's all up to me. So, I'm not going to lie. I honestly think one of the bad parts of the movie is I feel like they carried Mary Jane too far type shit. You know? Like, I feel like this movie could have been way better without, like, her scenes. Like, I feel like the entire purpose of her being in this movie is for Andrew Garfield to have his moment when he saves her. But other than that, I feel like just their whole storyline, like with them, was all
crazy.
kind of
They
boring.
need Mary Jane.
Well, at the beginning of it, it was like essential storytelling. But I'm saying like the rest of it, like it was just like pointless, like dead joke comedy. Like fucking when this fool had the teleporter open and shit, Lizard ran up in the room and started boxing these motherfuckers, and they ran out and they're actually in the fight and shit. Like, I just feel like that's just eating up screen time type shit. I feel like with this many villains,
element of character telling or
no, I get it, but I feel like this movie would have been better if you would have taken off on like, you know how like at the end of the movie he's pretty much saying like, I don't want to be in their lives because I don't want to put them in danger type shit. Like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do my own Spider-Man thing. Yeah, like I almost feel like this story would have been better with him. You know what I mean? Just him without any of the other side characters. Like, obviously, fucking Doctor Strange is a part of it. But with, like, their side of it, like, I feel like it was just eating up time type shit half the time. Well, you know what I mean?
And see, to me, the best kind of Spider-Man stories are, like, the ones that, like, where you see, like, how being Spider-Man affects Peter's life, too, at the same time. So I think, like, if you want to tell a story like that, you have to have...
Yeah, I don't think you can make a Spider-Man movie without the female...
Yeah, and, like, the side characters and shit.
Because that makes, like, you got to keep in mind, this movie is also, like, a coming-of-age story, too. That's where, like, all the Spider-Man... So they're supposed to have that, like, kid-centered down vibe to it. That's why they're there, to give you that vibe. When shit's going, like... You know, this movie was, compared to all dark or Spider-Man movies, this movie was completely darker than any other one. Hell, so without them, like, there to, like,
probably the comedic relief.
This shit would have been just so dark. Like, if you really think about it, this is the one thing I give this movie credit about, which I really love. One thing why I really love Thor now in the MCU is because his storyline. If you pay attention, bro has lost his dad, he's lost his brother, he killed his sister, like everything Thor has went through it all, you feel me? And you see that all. And you pretty much getting that same vibe with Spider-Man. Like, bro, it's just, like, it's kind of worse than, like, them dying, like, knowing that they're alive, but
they forgot who you are. Yeah, they don't even know who you are anymore.
I feel like that would be worse.
I think the ending part of it, though, how he left off with it, I thought it was a fantastic ending.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Go back. Ending was perfect because this sets up just normal. I feel like all the three Spider-Mans or Spider-Mans that you saw were just heavily MCU-based Spider-Man, so it was unique. It was different. You didn't really see a Spider-Man to connect with Iron Man like this on a level in the comics.
Yeah.
Right.
So they kind of went their own way, which I appreciated because, like you said, the suits, like, we saw shit that we don't really see in the comics, so they went like a different approach about it. And I like now that they're going back to like the center, like original storyline where it's Peter Parker or just a kid doing his life now. You know what I'm saying? They went back to their roots at the end of this movie. So I appreciate that. That shit was fire. You know what I'm saying?
I do have a question for y'all too while we're still on this kind of topic. So with Mary Jane and what was his buddy's name?
Ned,
yeah. So Mary Jane and Ned, do you think they're going to be in future Spider-Man movies, or you think 100%. This is it? You think they're not going to cut it off right there?
I can tell you, if not, I can tell you Ned is at least going to be in a Doctor Strange movie because the fact that he can open like a portal. It took, I can't remember how long exactly, but I think it took Doctor Strange like 2, 3, 4 something years to figure out how to fucking open portals, and this nigga did in like 20 minutes. So I think like if at the very least Ned will be in like
a lot of people are saying he's gonna become the Hobgoblin.
That's what I saw everybody say too. I was like, no.
I've seen
that's kind of what they're teasing, but I can't. But to be honest, that casting like.
I can't
he's not really built for no action.
But he could have like a whole go away time skip, motherfucker, come back like bulk like time shit. But what is Hobgoblin? What's the difference between Hobgoblin and Green Goblin?
I think this is Hobgoblin uses magic.
No,
sure.
No. The Hobgoblin is in the comics.
Is that the red one?
No,
I forget which one.
No. In the comics, the Hobgoblin, it was a dude whose name was Ned Leeds, I think. And just to summarize it, he found the Green Goblin's stuff, like all of his weapons and his costume and shit, and he just looked at it, he's like, yeah, I can do this.
Did he know the magic and shit too?
No, he didn't. He's just the Green Goblin, only he was yellow and orange. That was and a cape. That was the only difference between the two of them. But there was one. The second dude that became the Hobgoblin, he eventually became a demon. Okay. So then there's that too. So I guess this nigga can become a demon if they want him to. So,
oh, that's funny. That's comical. But yeah, other than that, being that my top two, like AJ pretty much got me all like more into the MCU, watching these other characters and shit like that before. Right. With me, it was just Spider-Man, bro.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So like when it comes to just like I kind of have a bias towards Spider-Man, so I would probably put Spider-Man within my top 3. You know what I mean? This new one, and I think all the fucking Tom Holland series are just fantastic. I think he plays a fucking fantastic. Spider-Man.
He's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, easy.
And they're also talking about that they're damn, my bad.
I don't know. Having earthquakes.
They're talking about Sony might bring back Andrew Garfield.
I saw that shit too today. Yeah,
to be Spider-Man for their universe.
For their universe, so like the Venomverse, pretty much that Venom's going over.
Yeah,
because they were originally trying to just make like a Spider-Man villain universe, and everybody, including me, is like, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that?
I mean, it's a good concept in a way, because it's like Spider-Man's got dope villains, but Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man is fucking stupid.
It's like having Batman movies without Batman.
Exactly,
type shit,
exactly. That one Joker movie that was pretty good, but yeah.
Well, I mean, Venom and the newer Venom, they went pretty ham. They weren't the best fucking, you know what I mean, movies, but they still were pretty good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Therefore, AJ's like, no, fuck. I know it hurts AJ thinking about it a little bit.
What I'm telling you, as a director, I'm telling y'all this right now. Beat the vision, yo. Tell me this would not have been a way harder movie. Another negative I don't like about the movie is when they introduced the 2 Spider-Mans, I feel like it was weak.
That's what we said.
The nigga just...
Yeah, I feel like they could have like jumped in or something.
You feel me?
It
was like... Okay, so what they should have did if they went that route, they should have opened up the first one. This is just the fan of me, right? This is what I want clearly it's not going to happen. The first one, he should up in it, and Andrew Garfield pops out. So then he opens up the second one, and you're like, okay, it gotta be, you know what I'm saying, Spider-Man number 1. You know what I'm saying?
What if a villain popped out?
That's what I'm saying.
Like Tom Hardy just walks out.
It would have been way harder. Imagine if Venom, because you know how he like runs up to it. If like at first you can't really see who it is, but as he gets closer, like who the fuck is that? And it's just like Venom. He just jumps in that motherfucker like brains. You feel me? It would have been way harder. Like I feel like if they would have went that route. And having like Spider-Man's biggest villain along with everything else, this movie would have been unarguably the best Marvel movie.
And then Ned over here freaking the fuck out while they're fighting and shit. He's all fucking opening the portal, trying to get Tom Holland or fucking Tobey Maguire. Sees the shit, runs over, flies through the portal, kicking this motherfucker in the face to another portal or some shit.
Like some people were saying, like that's line in the trailer where Doctor Strange was like, "They're coming through and I can't stop them." They thought that's when the fucking Spider-Man were gonna drop out of there. I feel like that would have been way harder if they did it then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a bigger introduction. It was just so out of nowhere. It was like, let me see.
Find me Peter Parker. Great. There he is.
It was definitely weak. Before I finish with my analysis though, bro, can you do me a favor and pass some drink?
Yep. Got you.
Some drink.
Got you.
Get it all hooked up.
This nigga.
I finished my drink, man. I want another drink.
Nothing wrong with that.
But overall, I thought the story was fantastic. I thought it was a great ass movie, and that was it. That's all I want. No. Oh shit! But the movie was fantastic. The villains went pretty hard. I thought the villains got beat too quick, but at the same time, like I kind of understand because it's a movie. You're on a limited time
there's
scale.
way too many dudes in there for it to have one at a time.
And I was a little disappointed too at the fact that I thought because they introduced 5 villains, man.
Yeah,
I thought there was going to be a Sinister
where's
Six.
the 6th one at? Like I thought it was. I swear to God, I thought it was going to be Venom.
Oh yeah, I thought they were going to hide.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's another thing in the movie that pissed me off. What they did with Venom, because like I don't know if y'all seen the second Venom movie, where like at the end credit scene where he just gets teleported into Tom Holland's universe. I was like, oh, this shit's about to go hard. This shit's about to go down, isn't it? Nah, they just waited him
we
for the end credit of that movie. This nigga gets teleported back, and then just leaves a piece of the symbiote here.
You know why that is? That's because of the whole Marvel Sony bullshit
going
on.
Right.
But going off of that too, I want to know your guys' opinion. You seen the symbiote pretty much get left behind on the table. You think that's going to be another incarnation of Venom, or you think that's going to be somebody else?
No, that's definitely going to be. I think like what they're going to do, they're going to try to do the way it should be, where like Spider-Man gets the symbiote first, and then after that they give it to Eddie Brock or somebody. That's
exactly what I was thinking. They were going to do a black suit Spider-Man. Yep. Like you were telling me, the original black suit, or it was Cody. It was one of you guys. You got like the original like black suit, especially the one that I'm aware of, because every one that I've seen, it's like the black suit or Venom pretty much makes his way into Spider-Man, does the black suit storyline, which I feel like fits in perfect for the next movie, being that Spider-Man's now on his own, so if Venom comes through and hits him, it's going to make a way more dark movie. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Then he's gonna be able to peel off the suit, feel he's getting corrupted and shit, peel off the fucking suit, and then it's gonna become pretty much Venom again.
Right.
Then it's gonna make more of a probable cause for Venom to be a villain.
Right.
Because then instead of Venom being, I'm the lethal protector and fucking I'm an anti-hero type shit. Yeah, he's gonna be like, I'm pissed at fucking Spider-Man because I wanted to get on his power.
He better be a peer villain, bro.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think
he's gonna have that like pissed off
that
sensation.
rawness to
Yeah,
him.
because he's gonna be like, fucking, Spider-Man didn't like me. Now I don't like this motherfucker. They're gonna find somebody who doesn't like fucking Spider-Man also. Boom.
I don't think they're gonna do another Eddie Brock though.
No, because like sometimes, and there's some incarnations, like one of the Spider-Man TV shows, and in like this new game, Venom is Harry Osborn instead of Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
And so they could probably do some shit like that.
I feel like definitely they're going to choose another character.
I do feel like they're kind of teasing it too much with Harry Osborn at a point where I think that might just be like the intro. Like I almost think in the new Spider-Man game they're almost going to bring Venom in with Harry, but I feel like he's going to work his way off of Harry, go on to Spider-Man, become the Black Suit, and then go to like Eddie Brock or something.
That's what's going to happen because like if you play like if you like watch the end credits of the first game, this nigga Norman Osborn opens a tank to Harry just being chilling in the tank with the symbiote on him already.
Yeah.
And then in the second game at the end credit scene, he just tells Kurt Connors, who's the fucking lizard, he's like, let him out of the tank. So that's how you know that he's going to be fucking Venom in the next game. Like
you're talking about that happened at the end of the Miles Morales one?
Yeah.
That was the one I didn't get a chance to play yet. I don't have a PlayStation. I just got lucky with playing the first one.
Playing the first one.
I've been wanting to get a PlayStation, but I'm gonna wait and fucking try and cop a 5 when it's like $200 here in a couple years.
Right, yeah, I still haven't got a 5 either, so I get that. I
could definitely go cop one, but I don't want to spend the bread on this shit.
Oh yeah, no,
especially with these scalpers, bro. Copping this shit for fucking $500, selling this bitch for $800-900. Like,
nah.
I don't even want a PlayStation. Like, I don't even like PlayStation, bro. I'm a fucking PC gamer. You know?
Right? Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, I do have a question. Who was y'all's favorite villain in this movie? I think yours is Green Goblin, right?
Definitely.
What was your favorite fight scene?
Close. To be honest, that's where the other thing is. The fight scenes, the fight scenes really, really memorable besides the first one.
Which was?
And like, on the bridge.
On the bridge.
That was cool. But I feel like the ending fight was not really it. So I feel like the better fight, to be honest, was when they was in the apartment complex and that nigga was slamming that nigga through the layers, nigga. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, damn, this nigga getting his ass beat.
Yep.
that shit was hard.
I almost thought the same thing about the table right there. I thought shit was about to break.
Just break down through.
Yo, when I'm telling you, when I saw him get slammed, I was like, yo, this nigga beating a Bane, bro.
Yeah, like
nigga whooping his ass.
Yeah, when fucking Goblin just picks his ass up and suplexes his ass right through the floor, I was like, God, he put a pause on this man,
won
bro.
me right when he was getting punched. He said, I was like, yeah, this nigga hard with it. Yeah, this nigga. Because that's the thing, a lot of people don't realize Green Goblin, and like, that's why the Sinister Six is so hard, or not really Sinister Six, but Spider-Man villains is so hard, because Green Goblin is like Joker, and Carnage is like kind of like a Joker too. They're both like really sinister characters who don't really give a fuck about you.
Nope.
So seeing Green Goblin like portrayed perfectly, like I feel like they did it fantastic. One thing I wish we would have saw the helmet though. The helmet on him.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't break that shit because that helmet is hard as fuck, yo. When he comes in that motherfucker, it's that shit clean on God.
But yo, I definitely feel that shit. So your top was Green Goblin. Who was your second?
Dr. Octavius.
We ain't got to go on all of them. I just want to know
Dr. Octavius, definitely.
What about you, bro? What's your top fight? Your top two villains?
Top villain, definitely Green Goblin. Because William Dafoe as a Green Goblin is
fantastic.
Like the perfect thing ever.
Yeah.
Favorite fight, definitely the apartment one.
Okay.
Definitely the apartment fight. I think the second one has to be Doc Ock as well, just because Alfred Molina playing Doc Ock is the greatest thing ever too.
I think we all have the same opinion going on right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it pissed me off though. I'm telling y'all, the way Electro, bro, come on, let's be real, y'all. That shit was lame.
I'll tell you,
let's be real. This nigga was just floating in air, and this nigga came out of nowhere and grabbed this nigga and powered him off. There was no Come on, bro. That shit was so fucking lame.
I'll tell you what, though. I do appreciate they gave him a cosmetic upgrade because in Andrew Garfield version of fucking Electro, he was the ugliest motherfucker that's ever existed.
He definitely looked better, but that nigga was so trash, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, all he did was just float, and then sparkles came. Like, I didn't really feel the bro. You have a fucking fabricator generator on your chest.
That motherfucker came in the scene. Hey,
bro. I was expecting like some Thor shit, like him, this lightning bolt destroying the whole Statue of Liberty. Like that's metal, bro.
Fire and shit.
Come on, this thing about they're fighting on a metal fucking statue, bro. You telling me you're losing in that fight, bro?
That's what pissed me off too. Like this nigga Electro had an arc reactor on his chest,
bro,
which is made out of a completely new element that's not even fucking of Earth and exists. This nigga should have just been conjuring lightning storms and shit. Like
it should have been. I wish what they would have did. I wish all three Spider-Man would have been getting their ass beat,
kicked.
And then they got to that point where it was like, okay, these niggas finna lose. And I feel like Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange had no involvement in this fucking movie. And that was one thing I was actually really excited to see is that Doctor Strange. Because Doctor Strange is that nigga, bro, respectfully. A lot of people don't really fuck with him, but Doctor Strange is that nigga. So I was hoping he was going to come in and do a little bit of due diligence, but he ain't do nothing. I was hoping, you know what I'm saying, all three of them would have got their ass beat. You know, all the villains walk up together like, yeah, nigga, y'all know what time it is, nigga. And then Doctor Strange come like, hold on, nigga. Sorcerer Supreme in this bitch. Well, you feel me? But
with that, I can kind of understand why, because, like, Doctor Strange could, because like if Doctor Strange, if he was,
I get it.
Yeah, if he was just a part of the movie the whole time, this nigga was just like, cool.
No, definitely not the whole time. That's what I'm saying. Like towards the end,
but it's also,
like all three of them lose, and then he comes in and saves
and then
the day.
He just like snaps his fingers. He's like, okay, bye.
Because if you think about it, bro, they're fighting hella villains. I don't think they're going to win that. Like especially how juiced they were. Like, but you have an arc reactor on your chest.
You gotta think too. Like fucking this full Electro, bro. He literally has like. I mean, I guess Sandman. He's an element too, but this motherfucker Electro is motherfucker elemental electricity. Like that's OP as hell. I wanted to see a good scene with Doctor Strange versus Electro, bro. That would have been a good ass matchup.
Something, you know what I'm saying? They had Sandman, Lizard, Dr. Octavius, Green Goblin came in. I mean, I get it because he came in at the end and he was like, I'm really that nigga. So he got the last fight scene. So I like that one too.
Well, he also fucking had like the main part of the middle scene where he was beating the fuck out of
every time he was on screen, it was fantastic. But I feel like the other villains, I'm sorry, besides Dr. Octavius, all the other villains were, you know, Electro's comedy, I feel like he had the best comedy in the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was funnier than Peter Parker. He was funnier than the shit he was saying was, you know what I'm saying? You gonna stare at me butt ass naked? Like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Like, he was funny. So I give him credit for that. But besides that, bro, you know what I'm saying? The other villains were alright. You know what I'm saying? They was decent at best, especially fucking Sandman. No, Peter Parker.
Yeah, I didn't. I hated what they did with Sandman. I didn't
understand his fucking like goal,
motivation.
Like, his like what the fuck? But you just turned bad out of nowhere. Like, why?
I just want to go home. Well, then fucking wait, nigga. Then just fucking wait. Like what?
Yeah, Sandman's involvement was stupid, to be honest.
I could definitely get behind them statements for sure.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Between like I think Sandman and Lizard, though, those are my top two going outside.
Oh yeah,
I like Lizard how they did his aesthetic, like how he's in the darkness and like his eyes is glowing, like.
But he was whack.
But besides that, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, and the one thing I hate to this day, and I will always hate about this Lizard, is what they fucking did to his face. How he has that flat Goomba Mario looking face. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate everything about it.
Oh shit. And then you got fucking Sandman with his big old Goomba nose.
God damn it. They traded noses. It pisses me off.
Oh, fucking A. That shit's comical as hell, bro.
Do y'all think we're ever going to get a Miles Morales in the MCU? Or?
Bro, to be honest with you, when I first seen that trailer we was talking about where motherfucker Lizard got kicked.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of hoping they went a different route.
Invisible Miles Morales?
Not even invisible. I'm just saying, like, the predictable was fucking Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Right. Would have came out with the swiftness, bro, with the unexpected swiftness. Would have been a Miles Morales motherfucker coming out here.
I feel like they would have did that too if they would have had one casted. Since we don't have one in the MCU, I feel like they
But it would have been a perfect time to introduce him.
And you see what would have been cold too is because fucking Donald Glover. He was in the first Spider-Man movie, but he was like Miles Morales' uncle.
Yeah, you referenced
But everybody wanted him to be Miles Morales.
Yeah.
So like me and my brother, we like looked at each other. We were like, "If Loki be dope if like Donald Glover came as like an older Miles Morales from like a different dimension too." Because I think that'd be cool.
I feel like that's probably why they didn't do it. Because if you think about the storyline, they're focusing on Peter Parker.
Right,
Since he's Miles Morales, he doesn't really have that connection. He just has the same
Spider-Man 1. I mean, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Well, I mean, at the end of Spider-Man 1, too, the motherfuckers got hooked up.
Right.
What about the games?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the games, but not in the MCU.
They have a deep fucking connection in the games.
But if they're gonna do it in the MCU, they have to wait till Peter's older because Peter was still in high school when they first started, and when Miles gets introduced, Peter's like fucking 30 with a mortgage, and then fucking Miles Morales is in high school, so they're gonna have to wait before they do that. But I do think they're gonna get it though.
I feel like that's like the next thing of Marvel movies. Like, you know, we're doing like the new Avengers now. I feel like this is after that. Like, this is the new Avengers.
Like right after they do the 3 Spider-Man Tom Holland movies, the next one's gonna be Miles.
I feel like they're going to move on to Miles.
Yep.
Like the passing of the torch again. I'm like,
100%.
I think I've heard rumors of this, but do you think they're gonna do what's the female one's name?
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
A lot of people saying they want to see Spider-Man. That's what Tom Holland's saying. Maybe it's time for Spider-Gwen. No, bitch.
All I'm saying is, I'm down to see Emma Stone in that fucking Spider-Gwen outfit is all I'm saying.
Emma Stone?
Emma Stone in that Spider-Gwen outfit, that's all I'm saying.
That would be a good-ass cast. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like fucking like bringing Emma Stone from like a different dimension. She's Spider-Woman now. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
I can fuck with that.
I feel like I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm pulling up a picture of her ass. Not her ass, but her ass. Well, it could be her ass too. I'd be happy with that.
Gazer.
I could definitely see her playing it.
Definitely. With that blonde hair right there, she looks perfect.
Yeah, she looked like she'd be a Gwen for sure. Especially the same kind of one that like is in the Spider-Verse.
That was a perfect... Yo, how does nigga just come with a perfect casting like that, though?
He been think about this shit, bro.
That nigga said,
you gotta
I forgot about her eyes.
You gotta stay up late at night and beat your meat to some. You can't just have open thoughts. Right?
I feel that. But
Spider-Gwen. Ooh, this girl be hot. Oh, Spider-Gwen!
That's why Miles drew her in that fucking trailer for the new Spider-Verse movie.
Yo, they said they contacted Tom Holland to be in that shit too, but
in the Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah, but they said that it's probably not gonna happen.
Like,
really, that'd be crazy. That'd be cold though.
Who is the older Peter Parker in that wasn't fucking Toby, was it?
In the Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah.
No, I forgot what that nigga's name was. I know the first one.
He wasn't a previous Spider-Man.
No.
It's a whole new world. Yo, I'm excited because since we're talking about this new Spider-Man, I guess we can talk about that. My favorite Spider-Man of all time is Spider-Man 2099 or 2099.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the main character in this one. So I'm excited for that. That low-key, I don't fuck Miles, fuck a Peter. Spider 99 is the best because one, that nigga's cold. 2, he bodies niggas for real. 3, he's an actual spider with this shit. 4, that nigga has the coldest suit. Have you seen this suit?
Yeah. Have you seen his new suit, his white suit?
Man, I'm telling you, that shit is cold, bro.
Cold as fuck.
Best Spider-Man there is, bro.
Have y'all seen that weird one, that Spider's Man?
Oh, I've seen that one. That one.
Is he like an actual brown spider?
No, he's
made of a bunch of spiders.
A bunch of spiders in a Spider-Man costume. He's just I got a picture of him.
It's a whole shit ton of spiders that put themselves together and think that they're Peter Parker.
Yeah. Hold on, I got a picture of him somewhere.
There is literally a fucking Spider-Man for
everything.
Niggas Marvel be milking that nigga for real.
When it comes to multiverse type shit, you can show it in the camera too.
Yeah, like that's what this nigga look like, just a bunch of spiders and shit.
I ain't never heard of that. That's crazy. Now you're gonna hit with a windstorm.
And it ain't Spider-Man. It ain't Spider-Man. It's Spider's Man.
Spider's Man.
Gotta get that shit plural as hell.
Hey, this is just a random. This ain't even related to Spider-Man.
I quit.
Do y'all think we're going to see Squirrel Girl in the Marvel? You don't know who Squirrel Girl is.
Squirrel
I was just thinking about that.
Motherfucker Ant-Man and the Wasp now introducing Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, bro. I was just thinking about that. Do you think we're going to see that bitch?
I gotta Google this
I
shit.
definitely do.
I think so
do.
too, bro.
I would tell you this, she's the most
She's like
OP.
the most. Yeah,
she beat
she beat up
Thanos.
Thanos, bro, with
She beat up
squirrels.
Thanos with one squirrel. Like, what the fuck?
Motherfucker, if her name's Squirrel Girl, I got some nuts to give her.
Stupid.
I'll tell you what.
People say that if we do get Squirrel Girl, they want that chick.
like a Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah. And they wanted that chick. I forget what is she? Fuck, what is she in? I think she's that.
Cornball Nation.
I'm trying to remember what she was in. She was in like a commercial for something.
Squad?
It was a phone commercial. I can't remember what it was.
AT&T?
Yeah, that they want that chick to play her. In there.
She's
That's
so
what
bad,
I saw that.
bro.
I saw like people like make fan art of that and shit. I was like, I could get behind it. I could.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see them acting skills, but I was just
Exactly.
curious with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Squirrel Girl is a dumbass character, but
She's not gonna get a movie. She's gonna be on
It's
Disney
TV
Plus.
series.
But yeah,
Definitely
she
TV
definitely
series.
is.
She could have the Joey Plus subscription right now. We could fill them
Joey
cheeks.
Plus.
that nigga is horny, y'all.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt real quick.
Motherfucker Squirrel Girl, bro. I could bring all the motherfucker, what is it, them furries or whatever. I could bring them all to the podcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, AJ?
Yeah, that weird shit.
Oh,
That weird shit for sure.
All right, so let's get straight to business. We know what time it is, so y'all know I'm about to ask y'all this question. I need y'all official, because I know we talked about this before,
Squirrel Girl.
but I need y'all official top 5 Marvel movies of all time to see if this movie, if you would actually put this in there without thinking about it. Because I feel like a lot of people are giving it that without even really thinking about it.
That post you put on Facebook, does that have all the Marvel movies?
That has all the Marvel movies and TV series.
Are we talking about like MCU Marvel
MCU
movies?
or I
Or
mean,
all of them
yeah,
in general?
MCU.
MCU?
I included Hulk in here, but
Wait, Hulk's in the MCU.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, that
but
one
he's
movie
just
got-
like pre.
Talk about the
Weird.
Hulk, bro. You know what cracks me up real quick? They're going to make a solo She-Hulk film
Yeah,
before they make an
it's
actual
a-
Hulk film.
It's not a film. It's a show.
TV show.
It's a Disney Plus show.
But I
It's gonna
feel
be
like
the She-Hulk?
yeah,
they're gonna
Okay.
redeem Hulk if that, because
Oh,
he's
100%.
in there. Everybody, as a Marvel fan, everyone's biggest criticism of Marvel is how fucking trash Hulk is. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Hulk is fucking garbage, yo. Hulk is literally like,
He cracked me up in the first Avengers movie.
yeah, first Avengers movie, he's fantastic. That is
Yeah.
what Hulk
Yeah.
should be every fucking movie. But that's not what we. One, I feel like we got Professor Hulk way too fucking
Way
early.
too early.
Way too early. Like, bro, we should have definitely got a movie where he went on a rampage or something.
100%.
They should have did a movie where they should have did Avengers against the Hulk. That shit would have been hard, like a Civil War Part 2.
Yeah, and people are saying that the next solo Hulk movie that they do is going to be that World War Hulk movie.
World War the Hulk is hard.
It's
but
hard.
That's early though.
That is
bro.
early. Yeah, I need some progression before
Yeah,
we get
last-
to that, but that shit would be cold. But that
Yeah.
shit would be
They
cold.
did like World Breaker Hulk kind of in Ragnarok, but
Yeah,
they
but
also,
no,
though,
that was
at
not World
the
Breaker
same
Hulk. That nigga
time,
was that's the
At all.
strongest Hulk, bro. He
At
would
all.
have bodied Thor easily.
Everyone.
He would have bodied Thor
Everyone.
in a fight.
This nigga took one step and almost sunk all of San Francisco.
Yeah,
like, what
that
the fuck?
Warbreaker Hulk would have literally bodied that whole Coliseum, bro. Fuck a Celestial.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm here to bring Ragnarok. Roar! Boo!
Yeah, nigga, like,
that
what?
would have got punched into another universe, bro. Like Warbreaker Hulk. Yeah, nah.
If I'm remembering right too, bro, fucking he became Professor Hulk or whatever in between Infinity
Endgame.
War and Endgame, right?
Yeah, because the
So, I'm
Hulk got
wondering-
bodied by Thanos.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if they're gonna go ahead and go back and make a movie in between that time frame type deal to like kind of introduce more of like his transformation to Professor Hulk. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it was just random as hell.
That's kind of so what I've watched from like interviews and shit. They said like they didn't really make Hulk solo movies, but they pretty much each movie that he's in is pretty much another chapter to his story, like
Right.
his
But I
character.
don't get
But the
why
way they
don't.
do it is, to be honest, bro. Like I said, he's just not a good Hulk. Well, I mean, he's a good Hulk, but Hulk isn't good.
You talking
in
about the
MCU.
actor?
No,
Or
he's
you
a
talking about
good.
just a Hulk in
He's a
general?
good actor for him. Like that's fine, but it's just Hulk isn't what Hulk is, bro. You're talking about
Right.
somebody who has power scaling ridiculous. When it comes to physical
There's-
strength, there's not
Yeah,
really
a
too
limit to
Many, yeah,
it.
there's not really too many niggas who could really even step up to him. Like that fight
Period.
in Infinity War, where he did
Yeah.
have the Power Stone,
right.
But it would have definitely been a way longer fight than that.
Oh,
he's not
100%.
He's not getting bitched like that, bro.
No, he's not.
That nigga got flipped upside down and said, "Oh."
Yeah, and then didn't want to come back out again. Like, what the
Bro
fuck?
got beat so bad he turned passive.
Yeah,
bro.
he was
the
like, no.
angriest man ever in history got pacified.
That shit did have me rolling when he's all like, "Come out, come out!"
No.
That was the funniest part of the movie, bro.
That's how you know you got your ass beat,
Yeah,
bro.
And I don't know if y'all watched Shang-Chi when that shit dropped.
I still gotta watch that one.
This nigga at the fucking post-credit scene, he's not even fucking Professor Hulk anymore. He's just fucking Bruce Banner again.
Oh yeah, he was.
So like, I'm like, so when the fuck did this? And his arm is still in the sling, and this movie takes place like I think like a year or something after Endgame. So I'm like,
I didn't even notice.
And
That's so dumb, bro. He has the best healing factor of all of Marvel besides Deadpool, bro. Bro, there's no fucking sleeve, bro. He would have had that shit generated in 2 seconds.
Is Professor Hulk like a permanent thing? Like he can't revert back to Bruce Banner?
He can if he wants to, but he chooses not to because if you're super strong and are smart, there's no point in changing back. But
well, there's a lot of girls that oh shit! I'll be here all night,
I would
guys.
never forget, yo. Years ago, there was a GIF or GIF. What do you call it? GIF or GIF?
I call them gifts. I
call
don't
them
know.
gifts.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a GIF that was like trending and going around, but it was like that scene in Avengers when like Hulk looks at Black Widow, like, "Arr!" And she looks at him, and it goes straight into some shit, bro. I don't know what it is. No homo, but this nigga's dick is like 8 inches this width, bro. And he's just pounding this bitch's ass, bro.
Holy
and he's like in the
fuck.
green suit. He like dressed as Hulk.
Hold on, I missed this movie.
Yes, bro. And it was trending all over Facebook.
It's
and
on
Twitter
Orange
and shit.
YouTube. Just look for it.
Okay, you got links.
Nigga,
You
that
got links.
shit,
I want to
every
watch
time
this
I
shit.
saw that shit.
Hawksmashforreal.com.
Yeah,
For real.
bro. Every time I saw that shit, bro, I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, I was like, that shit's about to be bad.
But let's get right back to. I need y'all top 5 right now. I need to hear what y'all are saying. I made it official. I'll go first because I mean the official tier list. I posted on my Facebook.
That was you that made the list?
Camera. Yeah, this is my list.
Go ahead and you could read the whole list if you really want, or you could just read the top fucking 5 too.
Yeah, I can read it.
It's kind of hard to even
Yeah,
see.
I can't even see that.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't care what anybody says. The greatest Marvel movie of all time is Infinity War. No ifs, ands, or buts. That shit starts off with pure action. Remember, y'all gotta remember, we've built all these years in Marvel. We built up to this moment. This is what we was waiting for. Thanos is finally here, and this nigga comes in swinging. Like I said, he beat the Hulk's ass. This is what you started off with. Like, yeah, we're finna lose. Not only I feel like Infinity War has the best action scenes out of any movie. The comedy in this movie, from the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm invisible, you can't see me. All that shit, all the comedy you get from the dead Spider-Man at the end, I don't feel so good. All the I hope they remember you. All the one-liners, everything you get in this movie, I feel like was perfect, bro. Everything was just fantastic, bro. Unarguably. And I feel like number 2, I'm going to say Civil War. 1, Spider-Man was introduced on the roof, you know what I'm saying? Fight scenes was fire. Black Panther was in that bitch going crazy. Black Panther versus Captain America? What? I'm dying over here, man.
That shit was so ill. This motherfucker almost lost.
You feel me, bro? Civil War, I could do this all day. Come on now.
Right.
Number 2. Number 3, I gotta give it Endgame. That ending battle scene on your left.
Are these in order or no order?
Yeah, in order. On your left, bro, that would always be
Endgame under Civil War. I never thought I'd hear that before.
I usually switch them, no cap, depending on how I feel. It can either go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I say Civil War is because I feel like, one, we haven't seen that before, hero on hero crime, I guess.
Right.
You feel me? So,
I feel it.
the vibes that we got and kind of like the pace, because remember, this is where the Amanda Accords come into play.
Right.
So I feel like a lot
Accords,
of...
Right.
Yeah, I said it. What the fuck did I say?
The Amanda Accords.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is where like a lot of the MCU things start in this movie. But
Right.
Endgame, like I said, I feel like it goes both ways. But Endgame number 3. Endgame was fantastic.
Right.
Number 4, the original Avengers. Like, this shit kind of started it off. If you think about it, I know Iron Man did, but this was the first fucking movie where they're all in it together. The action scenes.
God damn, it sound like you brought the Rona over here. I should
I
have
don't
got your
know
ass
what the
tested.
fuck is going on, bro. Something's in my chest. But from the action scenes to Loki was a fantastic villain.
Hopefully it ain't the Hulk.
I feel like Hulk was fantastic in the Avengers. Avengers 1 was perfect. And I gotta say, bro, number 5 was Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
Thor Ragnarok is the funniest Marvel movie.
That was Ragnarok
The
the one where he
I
went.
think so.
Was that the one where he went and fought Hulk?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's the funniest movie from the improv you get. Oh, hey there. Wasn't it Krog or Korg?
Korg?
Fucking
Korg?
hysterical,
I
bro.
love
Every
Korg.
time
That's
he
my
had me
guy.
on scene,
And
bro.
Korg was the guy that was like really rocky.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
He
Rocky
was the
does it.
director of the movie.
Yeah,
that
Fucking-
motherfucker was comical for sure.
That movie, every fucking scene of that movie is fire. What did he say with the electricity? Oh, you're deleted or whatever the fuck, bro. Everything you saw in that movie was funny
was
to me.
fire.
So I say that's my top 5. And if you're wondering where Spider-Man is, number 6 is Shang-Chi, because that shit was fire. Number 7, I gave it to Spider-Man. No cap. Shang-Chi, the reason why I put Shang-Chi above Spider-Man, come on now. Visually stunning, I think Shang-Chi was the best looking Marvel movie ever.
100%.
That I've never really seen CGI or like visual effects look so vibrant and beautiful. The Chinese aesthetic that they did it so perfect, from the colors to the culture. Everything they did in that movie was fire to me. So I gotta give Shang-Chi that spot. But Spider-Man is number 6 or number 7?
Seven.
Number 7 for me.
Yep.
Okay. You want to go next or you want me to go next?
Yeah, but beforehand, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to interrupt. My shit definitely just stopped filming me right now. I should definitely stop recording.
Oh, shit. I see fucking... I got you, bro. I got you. I literally just looked at the screen and seen 2 of us twice. I'm like, damn, our screen's all fucked up.
I was hella thinking about that shit too.
But I'll say that it might be a biased opinion because, Spider-Man's like my favorite superhero of all time. I even got the nigga tattooed on my arm. God damn it. So I'd have to say that No Way Home has to be number 1, but it's very close by a very slim margin for that. And then I'd have to say Endgame is like number 2 because like the emotions I felt from that shit.
Endgame was fucking ridiculous.
Oh, crazy. I was like, yeah.
3 hours of just pure
of
fucking
just
madness.
Madness.
That's it.
I'm like in that fucking theater. Like I took that shit where my ex to see it with me, and I'm just sitting in the fucking movie theater just bawling like a baby.
Bro, tell me now, when Iron Man
died,
oh
that
my
was it.
God,
that was
bro.
It. That was it.
I cried, bro. I
cried.
I
I
cried.
didn't care either. Meanwhile, I'm looking over at her. She's like looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like,
Bro.
you don't fucking understand. Shut up.
See, that's why. Okay, Endgame is number 2 for me.
Right.
The fact that Iron Man died and that he's that nigga.
Yes.
He's the greatest Marvel character, which is crazy.
he's the one
fucking
that
Iron Man.
He's the one that started the
You
whole
feel
thing.
me?
Like
it has to be number 2.
It has to. It has to. And then number 3, I'd have to say Infinity War. Just because it's a 10-year fucking build-up. 10-year build-up. All to this moment right
Fantastic. The Black Order was fire.
here. Black Order was fine. They could have been better. They could have been
they
better.
nerfed the fuck out of them.
They could have been better,
They
but
definitely nerfed. I feel like the only bad thing I could say about Infinity War was Vision.
Right.
That nigga was getting bodied
by
the
everybody.
whole time.
Out
I'm
of-
like, bro, he's strong
out
as
of
shit.
nowhere, like this nigga went from Age of Ultron murking everybody in the room to just getting his ass whooped every
It
day.
is fucking. If you think about it too, like, because What If is like it's canon. So
Yes.
like they kind of tease that too in the post credit
Yeah.
scenes.
And like
But if you saw how quick Vision just like decimated Thanos when he
yeah.
pulled up.
yeah, I
I
was
mean,
like, why
like-
didn't he do that before?
Yeah, and if, I'm like thinking like in Infinity War, bro, nigga was getting beat the fuck up the
By
whole time.
everybody.
Nigga got stabbed in his shit, and that nigga was overweight. He said, "Yeah, nah."
yeah, no, that's it for me. I ain't never had this. Ain't never happened before. Can't do this no more. Nah,
That nigga
we
said,
good.
Yeah, nigga, no more. These niggas were getting pacified.
Yes. But
That's the only negative I gotta say about that movie. Besides that shit was fire.
right. And then number 4, I'd have to give it to the original Iron Man. Purely for
I respect
nostalgia
it.
reasons.
I respect
Like
it.
that was like the last movie I saw with my grandmother in a movie theater. So like that's kind of shit like that is why.
Yeah,
Is
I
why.
respect that shit. Anybody who has Iron Man, the original, in their top 3, automatic real niggas, bro.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
100%. And then the 5th one is kind of hard for me because it's kind of tied between Shang-Chi and the Black Panther movie because
I was knowing he was going to say Black Panther.
Yep. Because
Black Panther's villain was fire.
Yes, I think personally, Killmonger was right.
Yeah,
I think
that's why I can't even consider him a villain. Right. He was just.
I think the way that he was going to do it was a bit over the fucking top, but he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all
either.
Killmonger was when it comes to like beliefs or reasons. He definitely has the most understandable villain.
Yes.
Him and Thanos, because even though what Thanos is doing,
Again,
I mean, the nigga is right. I don't know why the nigga can't just, you know what I'm saying, double the resources, my nigga. But
Exactly. And plus that too. And plus, fucking Andy Serkis's claw is the fucking greatest thing I've ever fucking seen either. Like, that nigga was like he was my favorite villain until Killmonger walked in there and it was like, yeah, bet here.
Killmonger was perfect.
Yeah. I do gotta say too, like, with the Marvel methodology type deal when it comes to like origin stories, that one made the most sense because I feel like a lot of the origin stories, like Iron Man 1, he built a fucking robot. Who'd he go against? Another fucking robot. You know what I mean? Ant-Man, what was his origin story? He went up against the motherfucking what was his name? Fucking Yellow Jacket. Yeah, fucking another guy that shrunk down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hulk. What does Hulk go against? Abomination. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like their first origin story. They're going up against themselves, but Killmonger makes the most sense.
Yeah, and see, that kind of gives it to like a thing where like I criticize the MCU a little bit because if you think about it, a lot of the things are the same. Like the heroes will usually just fight somebody who is exactly the same as them. Like Iron Man fought the Ironmonger, dude in an iron suit. When Killmonger got the fucking Black Panther other suit, he had to fight him, fucking Ant-Man and how they disguise themselves when they're trying to hide from people. They just put on a fucking hat and just call it a fucking day. That's one thing that I always hated about that. Yeah. He's like, let me go in disguise in public. I'm going to put on this fucking baseball hat. I think that's why I like
Civil War so much, because they're fighting heroes.
Right.
So, like, the shit that you saw, like, some of them niggas was scrapping, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not they was holding it back, you know what I'm saying? So, I say, seeing a mixture of all those superpowers and all those, like, characters, like, because we all know them all. Everybody, you know, you all have an attachment to these characters. So, seeing them all fight each other and seeing them who's on what side and, you know what I'm saying, their stance, I feel like that's why I like Civil War so much, because it was different.
Right. And I have to ask Joe, before you give your top 5, I have to ask y'all, Civil War, whose team were you? Team Cap or Team Iron Man? I have to know.
Team Iron.
Team Spider-Man.
Team Iron Man, for sure. It was definitely Team. I mean, Team Cap, I fuck with it. Who do they have?
To be honest with you, I didn't really like all the characters that are on Captain America's side are pretty subpar.
Yeah, it was on Cap's side. It was
Black
Captain
Widow,
America.
Right?
I think it was
Black
Hulk,
Widow. It was Hawk. No, wait,
Hulk wasn't there.
No, it wasn't Hulk.
He was there, but I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't there. He
planet.
was in space.
Yeah,
he was in space.
Oh yeah, he was still gone for that one.
Yeah.
Huh?
On Cap's team, I know it was
him, Captain America,
the Winter Soldier,
Lucky Barnes, Hawkeye, right?
Yeah, I think Hawkeye was in there too. Scarlet Witch was on Cap's team too. And
strong as hell.
Yeah, and then I can't remember who the other ones.
Black Widow.
Most of the team was like
Ant-Man was on Cap's team too.
Yep. I mean, was Vision on there too?
Vision was on Iron Man's team.
He was on,
he was like sidelined though. I don't think he was like, if I remember right, he wasn't actually fighting. He was holding back fucking.
He was scrapping because him and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, he and Scarlet Witch.
But they were also on their own scene, no? Like they were also fucking like they were in that building for a while, and he was holding her back type shit, wasn't it? If I remember right, or am I thinking the wrong movie?
No, in the beginning, this is probably what you're thinking when they're at the house. And like, she folded that nigga literally.
Down the whole floor.
She literally folded that nigga. She said, "What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't do this."
Down. I mean, yeah, she bodied that nigga, but I don't know. Yeah, definitely Team Iron Man. Just not because I like the characters, but like, not really the stance. But like, I felt Iron Man. Like, bro, your man's killed my people, bro, and you ain't gonna tell me?
Right.
Like, I gotta get my fade, bro.
Right.
And if you want to protect the nigga, do as you wish, because I'm gonna beat your ass too.
Right.
That nigga was going crazy, bro.
Right. And I'm not going for. I was Team Iron Man at first, just because it had Iron Man and Spider-Man on the same team. So I was like, this is my team.
But I feel like Caps was more like the moral ground.
Yeah, they was because I'm like, I agree with Cap. I'm like, I'm not gonna just have fucking these niggas work for the government and shit. Like, you know who? We have the fucking Scarlet Witch, the most powerful being in the fucking... And you think I'm gonna let the fucking president tell me what the fuck to do with her? Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah. When it came to their stance, I didn't really fuck with it, but like the reasoning of... I understand.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yep.
I mean, your people kill my people, bro. You gotta see.
Yeah, no,
I almost feel like they did that on purpose, too. Like, they put more favorites on one side, but they did the better, like, moral choice on the other side, pretty much.
Yep.
All right, Joe, your top 5. Let's hear
Was that all 5, or did you
I did do
just
all
have
5,
4?
yep.
Okay.
I did do all 5.
So my top 5, AJ's gonna hate this one. You're probably gonna hate this one, too. Number 1, Eternals.
Eternals, don't you fucking dare.
Number 2, Captain Marvel.
What? Real? Number 2? Wait, what was your number 1?
Number 3, bro. Number 3, what was I looking at on here? What was I looking at? Ant-Man. Number 3 is Ant-Man.
Number 3 is Ant-Man?
I'm just kidding. I
was like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Oh, fuck. No, AJ pretty much nailed the majority of mine fucking right off the top. Fucking Civil War. I'm not going to put them in any order, but Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, the new Spider-Man movie, and probably Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange, that's just that. Could you imagine going in the theater after you fucking like smoked or took some shit? Fucking after you smoked or took some shit and started watching Doctor Strange,
bro. That's the thing that pissed me off about Doctor Strange. Dormammu is my nigga, bro.
Oh my
God. Who's that?
He was the villain in Doctor Strange, the main villain.
What's his name?
Dormammu.
The big face. The big face.
But yeah, they did him the same way they did Galactus in Fantastic Four. They made a nigga a mist cloud, bro.
No, they made him an actual face in his
dimension.
Well,
yeah, the face, but like, I mean, majority of this nigga was, I don't know, bro. Right. That's not Dormammu, bro. Right. Give me the flaming skull.
Yeah, exactly.
With you know what I'm saying? The armor, the nigga
who's gonna wash everybody?
You know what I'm saying? That nigga who's the nigga of the dark dimension.
Right, yeah. I don't like
that nigga. Bro, come on now. Yeah,
I didn't like the main villain of Doctor Strange at all.
They did Dormammu so
That's why
dirty.
I'm ready for the second Doctor Strange movie with my nigga Mordo. My nigga Mordo with the braids now. Oh, that nigga about to fuck shit up.
This is better be fire. That's what I was want to actually my most. That comes out.
I'm trying to remember because I feel like the villain definitely wasn't as memorable in that one. That was when he went into that other cloud or whatever, and there was that dude that he kept getting like fucking smoked and shit, and he would just reverse time and shit. I just
come to bargain, and I'm like, there's no way this nigga Dormammu in his dimension.
It made sense how he won. He put him in a time loop because he's not going to beat him 1-on-1 like that.
Right, but like how I see it, if in Dormammu's dimension. That nigga is literally God. So like
whatever
if he
chooses,
he didn't want, I think it's just because it's like an Infinity Stone. That's why he couldn't do it. But otherwise, Dormammu was like, well, then this spell's not gonna fucking stand. Is it? And then he just takes the spell off and just marks this nigga anyway.
That nigga's in the literal reality stone dimension.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I had to give it to Doctor Strange though, because Doctor Strange definitely.
As your favorite all time?
No, not as my all time. I'm just saying he had to be in my top 5 just for more of like the Doctor Strange element. Because like I don't really care for like magic. I feel like in most shit, but I feel like Doctor Strange, like the way they did it right. You know what I mean? Like I thought Doctor Strange was hard.
Yep.
When it comes to like Marvel characters, just in general, my top 2 would probably be Spider-Man and Doctor Strange right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is another reason why I put this Spider-Man up in my top 5. You know what I mean? That was one of my favorite movies for sure for Marvel. Just Spider-Man and, you know, Doctor Strange.
Right. Can we also have a moment of silence for how they hoed Doctor Strange in that Spider-Man movie?
Stop breathing.
Yeah.
Stop breathing.
He's the social supreme over technicality because I was dusted for 5 years. I'm like, fuck, I'm kicking his ass then. That's fucking bullshit.
That was some bullshit. They super bullshit his ass.
My thing is when that nigga Spider-Man ran away, bro, you're not running away from Doctor Strange. No. I get he had the spider sense, so it made, you know, it was cool to see him do that shit. But come on, bro. Yeah, that nigga is literally going to.
That definitely was a highlight of the movie, though. Spider-Man versus Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, like that shit,
I just went against a wizard, and I think I just won.
Yeah, he's like, you know what's better than magic? Math. I'm like, God damn it. I was like, that's very Spider-Man. But Jesus fucking Christ.
That motherfucker, like how he beat him out too, is weak as fuck. He just left him in another dimension. Just fucking hanging off of this shit. Yeah, like, bro, this motherfucker could just.
Yeah, and he did. And he came back pissed. As I would be too.
But he only came back when fucking Ned opened the portal for him. He didn't even open his own fucking portal. Right. Like, come on, Doctor Strange didn't open his own portal. He can't do it without the ring. Like, come on.
He had the ring.
It don't matter. Like, this motherfucking Doctor Strange. Like, this motherfucker does wild shit.
He's like, I've been dangling over the Grand Canyon for 12 hours. First of all, sir, Spider-Man's webs dissolve in a fucking hour. So what the fuck were you doing for the other 11 hours that you were up there?
He was using it as some kind of lube, bro. I got to get Rick back in here because he ain't here.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl. Oh, she could take my nuts. Fucking probably pop her up real quick. She's all here. She's like, you were a comic book character. Come on home real quick.
Stupid.
Oh, fuck
I don't know. Marvel, this shit was fire though. I liked the movie. It was good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I gotta bring some Day Day in here too, since Day Day wasn't in here. Yo, you didn't think this was your top one Spider-Man movie?
It's the best No. It definitely is the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time.
The motherfucker came out and said it was the all-time best Marvel movie.
But it's not the best. I just can't give it the best, bro.
I'll give it it's a damn good movie, and I'll put it in my top 5. But I don't know if I can say it was the best. Because fucking Infinity War and Endgame definitely went hard.
Infinity War, my eyes were literally glued the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
the only way
the amount of emotions you felt in Infinity War was different. Spider-Man, you get the goofiness, and it was dark towards the end. You feel me? Like this nigga. Storyline was fantastic, but when it pitched, like, I don't know, comparing that to Thanos, you know what I'm saying? It's really just the weight factor. Like, which one has more of an impact? It's just such Infinity War has such. It's literally the movie that niggas waited for 10 years.
For 10, so it's like, years. Yeah.
I gotta give it number 1, bro.
I got another question for y'all. How did y'all feel about May dying, and how did you feel about the way that she died?
I forgot she did die, huh?
Oh, I'm gonna let you know. I was in there. I was like, they actually just kill her like that, right?
Is it comic book accurate for her to die too?
Sometimes, because like the whole thing with
it's usually just Uncle Ben that dies.
That's what I thought
and
too.
And if she does die, it's like a lot later,
right? And it's like that thing, that comic book storyline that he was talking about that was inspired by the movie. She in that story, she gets shot by a bullet and is about to die, which is the whole reason why. Is it
an actual like villain, or is it just some random thug dude?
It's Kingpin. Kingpin hires somebody to kill Peter Parker.
Okay,
and he dodges, the bullet misses, and hits her, so she's dying in a hospital bed. That whole thing, and that's the whole reason why he goes to like Mephisto and is like,
I'll question. Do you think we'll see him in the new Doctor Strange movie?
Who's Mephisto?
Everybody, bro,
the devil, the actual devil.
Okay.
So pretty much in Marvel, how the magic world goes, there's like, I guess you could say
Hell Lords and
there's
shit.
like, you could say Hell Lords, and each people like have their own dimension or they represent. So there's Nightmare who's the king of the nightmare dimension.
Right.
So as long as people are having nightmares, he's going to have that power.
He's going to live, yeah.
You have Dormammu, who has the dark dimension. That's where you channel all the dark magic. That's where you channel that energy from. And there's a whole bunch of like other beings who in the other dimensions who have other reasons. But Mephisto is pretty much, he's the devil in hell.
And he likes to bargain with
And he's the one who made my all-time favorite comic book character, Ghost Rider, because he's like...
Yeah.
He made Ghost Rider?
He made Ghost Rider, yeah.
He's pretty much like, yo... Your pops is dying, my nigga. You want him to stay alive? I got you. I got to deal with you. Become my spirit of vengeance, and I'll save your grandpa. But clearly, he always has a plot twist. He might promise you some shit, but it's always going to have some type of shit that you didn't know.
That's the motherfucking devil in Rick and Morty.
Your dick might be 2 inches. He might give you an extra 6, but you ain't got no nutsack. So
you better stop coming over here with a ruler, because that's just weird.
You were a little too excited for that one.
I had to look down. I had to double check. I thought you was measuring that shit right now. Like,
I got yardsticks for that, my guy.
You got yardsticks, but the shit's 2 inches, bro? What are you measuring? My leg?
Listen, all I'm saying is if you measuring, you do it from the bottom, okay? Because
gotta get the girth in there too. Gotta wrap it around.
Very generous, and you feel good about yourself after. Is all I'm saying.
you gotta pull the balls back.
Exactly.
You gotta make sure you're shaved, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the full results.
Oh fuck it, that's funny. That's funny shit.
But fuck yeah.
But if you were done with that Mephisto shit, I do want to know y'all opinions on moving forward. Like, if you think that the killing off of May was a good storytelling element or not. You think it was good for the movie?
That was actually a highlight. One, no cap, I laughed when that shit happened. Yo,
Laugh.
she got her shit.
I always
Yo,
laugh when people get fucked
that
up in
shit,
movies.
she got her shit smacked. She said, "Oh."
Like it was a pretty weak death, but I mean, she's a weak character.
Because when it happened, bro, it low-key seemed so weak. It wasn't believable that was gonna kill her. Like it just looked like it bumped her.
Yeah. And
So then I was
guess.
thinking, I was like, this nigga has like blades on his shit. Like I feel like that shit would have sliced her shit. So like she's all okay, and out of nowhere she's like, "Oh, look at me, I'm dying now." It's like, oh, okay, so she did get fucked up. Like that shit, I don't know. But how that shit just came out of nowhere and wrecked her shit, that shit was funny, but no cap. I had to laugh.
Bro, like, that's the reason why I can't walk into, like, scary movies and horror movies anymore, because people in the movie theaters get so pissed off at me, because, like, fucking motherfucking tree grabs somebody and fling them through the air, and I'm fucking laughing, bro.
But
When I saw that damn
didn't we do that?
Ouija movie.
When we remember a long ass time ago.
I'm pretty sure we've been to movie
when we
theaters
saw
and we would laugh.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
with the tree.
That's what I'm talking about with the tree that pulled that bitch out.
Yo,
yeah, that was the first thing I thought of. Was you at the movies with me?
Yeah, that
we
was
was laughing the whole time.
Y'all seen the first
crying
Conjuring movie? The first Conjuring movie?
I have not actually, which is crazy.
The first comedy movie?
The first Conjuring movie.
I haven't.
Oh, fuck it. When you watch that,
The comedy was a joke, by the way.
comedy was.
I wanted you to laugh,
fuck.
but you fucking fat. I'm just kidding, bro. Go ahead.
But like in that fucking movie, it was like it's supposed to be a jump scare, but like this fucking red-faced devil like appears over this nigga's shoulder. And I remember I was in my living room watching that shit, and I fucking was on the floor because that nigga's face that he makes in there, that nigga's just like staring with his eyes wide open. I'm like, that shit is so
horror
funny,
movies.
bro.
Yeah, I like in the Conjuring universe. One of those movies, I think, or was it Insidious? I think it might have been Insidious, but I forget what the bitch said, but she's like, "Don't you fucking dare!" and like slapped her or some shit. Yo, I fucking cried. Like I forget the scene because I haven't seen it, but it's like a scary scene, right? Like she's all like in a new, like she's in like a flashback, or I don't know, bro. But she's like looking around and like she's looking for this demon chick. And like the camera turns around and she just comes out of nowhere from the camera. "Don't you fucking dare!" And like literally slapped the bitch and she went flying, bro. I was crying. I said, "Oh hell no, bro! I can't." Horror movies nowadays are just too. They're just too
dumb.
funny.
They're dumb, bro. I'm telling you, that's why I can't walk into a horror movie without laughing, because they're just. It's like they try to scare you, but they're just so dumb. It's
What's
like
that
that try
movie?
hard bullshit.
The Quiet Place. That shit's actually really good.
Oh, that's just good. I haven't seen the
really
second
good.
one yet, but that first one was fire.
Yeah, I
man.
ain't seen
that's
that
actually.
shit.
It's not. None of them are really scary. That's why I like Quiet Place, because the story's actually good. That's why a lot of horror movies fail, because the stories are mediocre. Like I've seen it before.
I want to get a fire ass fucking scary game and play that shit on Twitch, but like a game that actually scares the fuck out of me, because I think it'd be hilarious.
There's this one game I've been wanting to play. It's called Phasmophobia.
Oh, that one.
Nigga,
I've heard of it, but I haven't heard if that's shit's actually good or not.
Nigga, you just do dumb. You just ghost hunt with your friends and just do some like dumb shit. But like, there's this one game I can't remember what it's called, like Poppy's Playground or some shit. Like everybody's been playing that, and they said it's scary as shit. It's about like this possessed, like fucking 8-foot tall doll or some shit. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something like that.
Oh, I took an 8-foot tall doll. That's cool with me.
Yeah, but it's like that, and I can't remember exactly what you're supposed to do. But like, you're supposed to like, I can't exactly remember what you're supposed to do. But everybody says it's scary as shit, and I'm like, I guess
one game that I want that a lot of people were talking about that they were thinking about doing.
The new Spider-Man movie
was
game.
Yeah, I played Alien Isolation.
Oh fuck! I played that shit too.
They were talking about doing. There's one that's coming out. It's like you didn't like. I thought you loved it.
No, I thought it was a fun game, but I hated the fact that you had to play through half the game to get to Alien, and then once you actually like the unscripted nature of the Alien, like it had like at the beginning, it was amazing, but then once I got used to how the actual AI started learning and shit like that, it became way too easy. It became whack, and then they gave you the flamethrower, and then after that, it was just
just easy as fuck.
Yeah, that motherfucker's scared of fire. But the jump scares that I have, bro, the most amazing jump scares I've had in any fucking game, just because of the unscripted nature of the Alien.
There's a game coming out that's kind of just based off of just like that same game style, but it's like dinosaurs, and you're on like an island.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
And it's like dark, and you're like a researcher, but you pretty much get chased down by like there's no combat, so like you're not gonna have no flamethrower, but you're pretty much you have to use the environment and like other skill sets to like evade these dinosaurs, like making yourself bigger or like trying to scare them off to like running away. Like you have to like actually get away, like 'cause it's fucking dinosaurs, my nigga. You're not gonna fucking run away from dinosaurs. So it's supposed to be like alien isolation with dinosaurs, which is, I think it's gonna be fire, bro. No cap.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
I'd be definitely down to play that shit, bro. As soon as that bitch is it fucking multiplayer co-op at all?
I don't know. It's in early development. I think it might be a PC. No, they said it's supposed to come to console eventually. But
either way, send that motherfucker to me. I'm down to play.
Yeah,
I don't if it's PC only, bro. Come over here and play this shit. I saw like
a clip. It was like
we'll do a stream where it's me and you playing this motherfucker, taking turns or some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Like the nigga was running and he was like inside of he like ran and slid into like a tree log and shit.
You know, that kind of reminds me of that fucking game Outlast.
Outlast, I was gonna say Outlast 2 is coming out. You can actually play
Outlast 3.
Outlast 3, yeah, because Outlast 2 is already out. Yeah.
Number 1, fire. Number 2, Number 3, looks fire.
Yeah, it do.
Multiplayer, so it should.
I'm gonna get that shit when that motherfucker come out.
Outlast 1.
I thought it was supposed to come out this year, but
Outlast 1 was fire.
We went on the Spider-Man special from Spider-Man to horror games. That's the adventure we've been on tonight, bro. That's the adventure.
I say it's a horror Spider-Man game right now. Think about it, bro. You're Peter Parker. You lose your powers, bro. Something happens, my nigga. You're getting chased by Venom, my nigga.
You said you want to take my Peter and Parker where?
In the garage.
Is there any chocolate in that garage?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you keep it clean then.
God damn it.
But I guess back to like the Marvel.
This used to be a safe place, I promise, guys.
Back to the Marvel aesthetic. Doctor Strange definitely was my most hyped. Or Thor comes out too, 2022, right?
I think so, yeah.
To be honest,
I don't know which one I'm more excited for.
To be honest with you, the new Thor movie, like the only one I cared about was like Ragnarok or whatever, because it didn't really have him with his directors. It didn't really have him with his little whack ass hammer, and now he's more involved with like the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm more involved.
Oh yeah, he is with Guardians.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the new Guardians. He's gonna be in the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I'm pretty sure in Thor it's gonna be involving the Guardians of the Galaxy type shit too. So it's like pretty much getting two Guardians of the Galaxy.
Foster. So I feel like Thor's time. I was telling this the other day. All like the classic Marvel characters, I think Thor's time is coming up next.
Oh yeah,
I fucking hate Thor, bro. I think Thor.
Why do you not like Thor?
Because I'm saying like Thor is like the wackest person ever to me.
How?
I just think he's whack.
You're telling me his storyline in Thor Ragnarok was
that's the only one that was good.
That's what I'm saying. It's the only one that is good.
But the first and second one were absolute garbage, bro.
Infinity War,
when it came for like me trying to watch through these movies, when you wanted me to watch through the MCU, bro. Like, literally, it was like fucking binge watch type shit. Then I'd get to the Thors, and I'd have to give it a couple days before I could watch one of them motherfuckers. Like, I had to put the whole fucking watch
Thor
on.
1 and Thor 2 are one of the worst movies.
But I just think Thor in general is just whack. You know what I mean? I don't care, like, in Avengers and other movies. I just think he's whack.
Right now, I feel like he's a fantastic character as of right now.
100%.
From like the character development.
He brought himself up a little bit.
This nigga went from this nigga was a depressed fat ass nigga, bro. Just look at his demeanor in Endgame, bro. Like his whole shit was crushed.
But he's been whack all the way through.
No, bro. He in the beginning he was the first.
He's been an asshole all the way through.
I almost like Ragnarok more for Hulk than fucking Thor.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, you're telling me the Thor and the Loki interactions were whack?
I didn't say that.
What's that? What they said?
Get help. I don't want to play Get Help.
I'm not saying like there was elements. I'm saying there's elements to the movies that were whack, and I just think like, but there was also elements that were good. You know what I'm saying? I just think Thor as a character is trash.
So you don't like a nigga with a hammer with electricity who's a god?
No, I got a fucking hammer swinging in my pants right now.
And if are you just mad because he's fucking Natalie Portman? Because that's what made me upset.
He's fucking Natalie Portman.
Who's
Natalie Portman?
Star Wars. She's Padme in Star Wars.
She's what?
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
She's Padme, Anakin's bitch.
Oh, I was waiting. I
Wars.
thought I was waiting for you to say she's that new chick that fucking was in the trilogy, the new trilogy.
Oh no!
They better not bring her ass.
I'd rather have her
Ridley?
I'd rather
Okay,
have
yeah,
her
that's
than
valid.
Padme.
That's valid. That is valid, but still.
What?
Yeah.
Daisy
Joey,
Ridley, bro.
what are you
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
Over Natalie Portman.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cheyenne, come
I feel like when it comes to action skills, I'd rather have Natalie Portman.
Oh yeah, if it comes to acting, then
I don't
yeah,
say as a
100%.
character.
I don't need her to act like she's taking the dick. I want her to take this shit for real.
This nigga is this nigga is sexually frustrated. Y'all hear this?
I gotta bring Rick back into it, bro.
Help my boy out.
I'm missing Rick. I'm missing Cody. I'm missing Day Day. The only one who's got a valid excuse, I feel like, is Rick. So I got to bring him into the podcast a little bit. You know what I mean?
I feel that, but you know
I
what
feel
I'm
that, I
saying?
feel that.
Fucking, I don't know if I'm more excited for Doctor Strange or Thor.
I got a
There's
question.
Doctor Strange. I
Def
feel
Doctor
like
Strange.
because if they actually go down that route again, spoiler. If you haven't seen What If, fast forward 20 seconds. But the Doctor Strange, if they actually go that route to see that on like the big screen and knowing how powerful that nigga could be, and like depending on what route they go, this has a potential of being bro. You got Scarlet Witch and you have Doctor Strange in the same movie. Two of the most powerful magic.
It's going to be
niggas.
fire. That movie's going to be
You
fire.
feel me? So
100%.
it's like.
It's directed by Sam Raimi. Like, what the
Well,
fuck?
you also got like to keep in mind too. Like, I didn't see Shang-Chi, so I can't validate on that when you were talking special effects. But out of any Marvel movie, Doctor Strange had the best special effects.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
I don't know. I might give that to Infinity War before Doctor Strange.
For special effects,
Just
bro, these motherfuckers had
I
fucking
get
mirrors
that.
and shit, breaking motherfucking buildings, turning into a whole jingle jangle fucking game type of shit.
It's
Motherfucking
hard.
like all type.
I
Even,
feel like
even in the new
the
Spider-Man
experience,
movie, bro, like this
that
motherfucker
scene-
got trains coming around, fucking making a big ass like fucking time warp shit, dropping Spider-Man in an infinite loop on himself.
Yeah, I feel like
type
when
shit,
you got that glass dimension shit going on, that shit's visually crazy. But I feel like Infinity War was just more visually stunning throughout the movie, from like the battle scene.
It was a good
seeing
ass
all the
fucking-
niggas, there's literally armies fighting, from the Wakandians versus the fucking 4-armed fucking demons. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit I don't know, the effects in Infinity War is really underrated, especially the planet Titan, like the whole aesthetic of like the cloud, not the clouds, but like just the environment of Titan. That shit was fire. Like when Doctor Strange fought Thanos,
That was my favorite fight scene
that
ever,
shit was
bro.
hard.
That shit was cold.
You know what I'm saying? That
fucking
shit,
Spider-Man piece in his ass.
but I don't
too.
care.
Like, different portals.
Iron Man versus Thanos, and that was that shit right.
That shit was dope.
That was the
Fuck.
movie that
Yeah.
would sell.
The reason why Infinity
solidify.
War I feel like was so good because there was not only so many like one-on-ones with Thanos, but there was also like the co-op shit that was going on against Thanos, and that movie was a hit, bro. That movie, I didn't honestly, when I was all hearing the hype back in the day, and I wasn't really a Marvel fan and shit, I'm like, it's just a Marvel movie and shit. But when I actually watched that shit, I got what the hype was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit, like, I feel like that's why I like it, because another criticism for the new Spider-Man movie, I feel like you didn't really get that, like, action between the three Spider-Mans like that. Like, there wasn't
No.
really a moment where I could, like,
I can
look
see
at,
that.
like,
The only
Tobey
thing-
Maguire Spider-Man did some crazy shit, like,
The only thing they did together, bro, was like they were
swing.
they were swinging,
Yeah.
and it was one where fucking he grabbed the web and like threw them both up
You
or
feel
whatever
me?
the fuck
Right.
happened. That was like the only thing they
but
really did together.
I feel like they didn't really fight together, which was weird.
but it's
you would
also
expect.
understandable because they just met.
Yeah, I feel like if like it was either like a longer movie, even though it was like already 2.5 hours, but if it was like a longer movie or if it was like a part 2,
We got
it would have been a lot more Spider. Because they even said like in the fight, like I've never fought with anybody
IGT.
before. Yeah, so
I do think it would have been a very good movie though to put into a 2-part and slow it down.
right, yeah, 100%. Getting the movie already
Those
2.5 hours,
1v1s and the group action of Thanos, that shit was perfect. Because
100%.
there was a whole wide range of all Marvel characters. You had Drax, you had Star-Lord,
Oh, yeah.
Gamora, or not Gamora, she wasn't there. Drax, Parker,
Drax, Mantis,
Iron Man, Mantis, and Doctor Strange. You had like all these like different characters. None of these characters are really similar in any way.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, Iron Man and Spider-Man had just met Doctor Strange fucking like an hour before that. And then everybody else met the Guardians like fucking 15 minutes before that too.
Yeah, and they was all scrapping together.
Yeah, they were all scrapping together, yep.
They was all, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like each little fight in that movie, from like them trying to take the glove off to like I said, my favorite part was undeniably the Thanos versus Iron Man, because I feel like that's what like, as a Marvel fan, like again, Iron Man's the nigga who started this off.
Definitely.
Iron Man's getting his 1v1 as the greatest Marvel character. He's getting his shine of like, okay, I'm that nigga going against Thanos. It's like, okay, it's Iron Man, you know what I'm saying?
Period. Yep.
To see Iron Man lose like that, and the shit Thanos was, bro, this nigga literally he said, you did all that for a drop of blood. That like, nigga said, I got something for you, bro. When he said that, bro, I was like, oh no. Bro, that nigga grabbed that nigga shit and stabbed that nigga and just looked him in his eyes the whole time. Like, nigga.
I know.
Bro, that moment, I thought it was over with right there,
Me
bro.
too.
Everyone was like,
no,
bro. That nigga was, oh.
Yeah, as soon as he stabbed, I remember this in the theater. As soon as this nigga stabbed him, everybody literally just shouted no as loud as they could. I was like, don't you fucking dare.
Oh, niggas was like, whoa. And like, just see, like, the acting was so perfect from Robert. Like, you could see, like, this moment, bro. And like, Thanos, I hope they remember you, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga.
Yeah, that
like,
shit was crazy. I was like, there's no way he just fucking did this,
no,
bro.
I know my nigga Iron Man's not dying. So, like, when Iron Man didn't die, it gave you so much relief, but at the same time, it was like, no, it's over with. Like, we're finna lose. Like
you knew it was over.
At that moment, I was like, yeah, he's finna body all these niggas. Like, there's no hope.
And then this nigga fucking Peter Quill just ruins everything.
Ruined it, bro.
I'm like, you couldn't wait. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but you could have waited, bro. You could have waited. Like,
but I like pussy.
At least let these niggas hold the fucking glove for a minute before you start whacking this nigga, bro.
That nigga got the, bro, when he got the glove back, yo, and he like snatched that bitch back in. I was like, no.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed.
Because I knew it was over with, bro.
Yeah, done.
I was like, it's finna, some niggas is finna die.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? You should have aimed for the head, bro, respectfully, but. Infinity War, greatest Marvel movie. Honestly, the greatest movie in history, in my opinion. I feel like that movie was just so fucking.
I see it.
Fantastic, bro. Man, that shit made me cry, bro.
I definitely.
There's not a lot of movies that can make a nigga like me cry.
Period.
Just letting you know. Usually I'll be laughing and shit, bro. Like I said, when niggas get fucked up in the horror movies and the niggas die, I'll be laughing.
Sometimes I'm like, you fucking deserve that.
You know, you feel me? So to see my nigga Iron Man die or get fucked up, I was like, yo.
Well, that was an Infinity War, right? That was an Endgame.
That was Infinity War. When he almost died.
When he got stabbed, yeah, that was
Endgame. He died, and that was like.
Oh, you're saying when he got, I get you.
Of course, when he died in Endgame, I cried again for that shit too. 100%. That's when I actually
what really fucked me up when I was watching them movies, because timeline wise they're back to back type shit. But when I watched them motherfuckers, I was going through just like the MCU fucking phases or whatever. So I watched that. Then I had to watch a couple movies in between. I'm like, I don't even give a fuck about these movies at this point. I'm trying to just watch Endgame after that shit, because Infinity War, that motherfucker went off.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know, almost want to go back and watch the motherfuckers back to back.
I'm about to watch that shit again, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to go home. I've already started like rewatching the Marvel movies and shit. I'm watching them in the chronological order and shit. So I'm about to go home and do that shit.
And for the fucking like Thanos just being like as whack of a looking character he is, the motherfucker goes in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Zane was here.
You said what?
I said assuming Zane was here.
As soon as Zane was here?
Assuming Zane was here.
What do you mean assuming Zane was here?
The Four Locos.
Oh yeah,
fuck! I'm
that came out of nowhere. Yeah, no, that fool was here. When was he here? What's today? Monday. He was here yesterday. No, he was here the day before, because yesterday was the Broncos game. He said he went to. So Saturday he was here.
Fuck,
man, fucking shout out to Marvel, man.
That motherfucker, you know what he told me talking about his ass? He's all like, he all hits me up. He's like, bro, I'm about to stop and get a Four Loko on the way. I'm like, oh yeah, cool, bro. And he's all like, you want one? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna drink none, because we just went out the night before and was drinking a little bit of shit. Oh, don't worry, bro. I'll get you one, just in case. The motherfucker shows up and drank both of them.
Oh, no. Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
The motherfucker was done.
Man.
That motherfucker was here. I ain't even gonna talk about what he was doing on the podcast, but that motherfucker was here, and I was sitting there on my phone for a little bit because I had to let that motherfucker have his moment for a second.
Have his moment.
Oh fuck
That's
it.
funny. That's hilarious.
But shit, y'all got any other Spider-Man slash some Marvel topics, or should we get the shout out to going outside of the week?
I'm just excited for the future Spider-Man.
Yes.
Me too, bro.
I'm hoping we can see.
I definitely want Tom Holland to stay, bro. Like as much as he keeps saying that he doesn't want to be Spider-Man after a certain age and all this other bullshit that's going around. I want him to stay for at least another trilogy.
He got 3 movies of his own left, and he's definitely going to show up in everybody else's movie. So
yeah,
so he got that going.
Do you think he's going to be in the new Doctor Strange movie?
No,
I didn't think so either.
No,
what's the next movie you think he's going to be in that's not going to be a Spider-Man movie?
I feel like there's only going to be Spider-Man. I don't think he's going to be part of the Avengers no more, really.
Yeah, I think the next movie, just
because they all forgot about him, essentially. Well,
they
also
forgot
know
about Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker,
yeah.
but I feel like I don't know. I don't think there's really room for Spider-Man in the Avengers no more.
I think because they're trying to do like a Young Avengers type shit. So I think
Young Avengers,
because like they have like. In the new Hawkeye show, they have he's Haley Steinfeld. Fire's
Well, Haley Steinfeld. She's so bad.
Haley Steinfeld, she's being the new Hawkeye, and then they have what's her name? Sam Wilson, who's the new Captain America. Then they have
which one's Sam Wilson?
The Falcon.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
but I didn't know his actor name.
They have who else?
Or his character. Bucky Barnes is going to be the White Wolf.
Yeah, they have
and Bucky's the Winter Soldier, right?
Yep. Then they have fucking Wanda's kids from WandaVision. They have those 2 niggas.
You think they're gonna pop up again?
Oh, I think like the multiverse of madness. I think she's gonna find them in there.
I know my ass got to catch up. I haven't seen Eternals. I haven't seen fucking Shang-Chi. I haven't seen any other TV show except for Loki.
Let's talk about Shang-Chi, bro. Because I know you haven't seen it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
You're gonna spoil it?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But that's because you know how you were saying like you like. Or Marvel has villains who are like pretty much themselves.
Well,
that's why I like Shang-Chi because no one was expecting that.
I was saying was like
the boss fight pretty much that you got at the end was not
himself.
Fire.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not somebody you're gonna expect.
It was Abomination, wasn't it? Or was he not like a major?
Abomination.
He's in that one scene that you see in the trailer, and that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, but
my thing with Marvel, like I feel like a lot of the movies, like at the beginning, especially, like a lot of their origin stories are like miss kind of just because of the fact that they fight
this is the best origin movie.
Much. Yeah.
To be honest, even better than like Black Panther and shit.
Yeah,
this movie,
I'm gonna check it out for sure soon.
Yeah, because
what is that Black Widow movie? Is that an origin story?
No,
it's not really her origin, but it explains her origin.
Like it explains why she became like an assassin type shit.
Yeah. Like in the actual timeline, the Black Widow movie takes place right after the Civil War movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Which was,
but how would that be like how she became an assassin if it was after like she's already been in MCU?
Yeah, there's flashbacks.
Okay. They describe it and pretty much like her journey that she goes on is with the people from her past.
Does she go against the bad guy at the end?
She does go against.
Yes.
Is he an assassin?
No, he's fucking annoying and I hate him.
He's fucking annoying.
And I hate him and I'm happy. Yeah, I fucking hate him. Hate him.
Then Black Widow.
Yes.
Yeah, that villain that
he's such a piece of shit and I hate him.
The main villain that they did to the main villain was so much of a letdown.
Oh, that fucking Taskmaster too. I hate what they did.
In what movie? Is that still Black Widow?
Yes.
Is it Taskmaster? Isn't Taskmaster Master fucking like a Spider-Man type?
He usually does indulge in Spider-Man, but he's not really a Spider-Man villain per se.
But he's cold.
Like, they do scrap a lot of time.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I heard his name in the Spider-Man game.
And he's cold as fuck. His whole superpower is he has an eidetic memory. So anything he sees you do, he can do exactly the same after he saw you do it once.
So he pretty much fights as
exactly as everybody else.
If I'm looking at AJ, I don't want to be a bitch too.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I promise.
Oh, fucking it. Oh, that was a good clapback.
He pretty much imitates every Avenger and like uses gadgets similar to them and like fights as their.
So I already seen this with Loki. So where's
with Loki. Well, Loki turns into the
motherfucker turns into him.
But Taskmaster has like gadgets, like he has like Black Panther claws.
Y'all think Loki turns into a chick and looks at himself naked type shit like some Scooby Doo shit?
Well, I mean, he's bisexual now, right?
Yeah, he's bisexual, and
actually he's like fucking incest type shit because he likes himself.
Well, I don't think that's incest. I mean, I fucking like myself. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but would you fuck a female version of you?
I mean, I'm pretty lit, so probably. I'm pretty lit.
I can fuck with it. I can fuck with that. bring this man off for a couple drinks, and this motherfucker ready to fuck himself.
I don't blame him.
Oh shit! You know what cracks me up too? This fool said he ain't never been on a mic like this before, type shit. But you know what's funny? Every other guest that we've had, this motherfucker the only one who knows that I'm talking to a damn mic.
I was just thinking about that shit too because I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, I do too.
And a lot of podcasts, like when they have guests, they always do the same thing. Like they'll talk over you.
Well, it depends on the podcast and, like, you're listening to.
The host is always like, "Hey, yo, speak into the mic." Yeah. And like they're always like the guest is like, "Oh, okay, I got you," and it's like right to this immediately. But everyone's like, "Oh, okay, I got you." Yeah.
And then they start talking.
It's like, yeah.
Like this motherfucker Joe Rogan I was listening to the other day where he was talking to Beeple, I think his name was. He's a 3D artist or whatever. And I don't think he's ever been on a mic because he'd fucking start talking. And Joe Rogan like 4 or 5 times in this episode was just like, hey, just talking on the mic so people can hear you type shit. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, it's not just us. You know? This shit's funny. This shit's funny.
Put a mic down a nigga's throat.
Okay, that might be a little weird, a little geek.
We have our own
on the rainbow side over there.
But as your first impression, pretty decent setup, huh?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Got the mics fucking 100%. Better than a lot of fucking places you go to, bro. I got the full studio going. And
right,
shit.
exactly, yeah. 100%. This shit's
the
dope.
room could actually use a little more touching up, but with the situation I'm in, I mean, this is the best I could get right now. This is actually the best looking podcast just in general because like we could see you instead of
exactly.
Like I said earlier, normally when we got a third person, me and AJ facing the fucking computer right here, and this motherfucker sitting at the end of the table by the door, fucking talking to himself.
So are you about to keep it like this? Are you gonna put your bed down, or what are you gonna do when we leave?
No, I'll probably end up because I did this because we were supposed to have 4. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think the situation right now is my dad's getting pretty close to moving out type shit, and when he ends up moving out, if I choose to stay here for a little bit longer, it's possible I might do something with all my stuff. Like I might build an area in the living room right here, or I might build something in his room. I don't know, but I do want to. If I'm gonna stay here, like it's gonna be part of the deal with her that fucking I want to have like more of a permanent podcast type deal.
I'm with it.
The only thing that would suck though is if I had a podcast room like in his room, how far away I'd be from my computer type shit.
Oh yeah. Huh? I feel like why don't you just make this into your podcast?
Yeah, I just leave the shit in here.
But what would I do with my bed and fucking where would I
sleep? In his room? Yeah, make that your bedroom. Just leave this your podcast room. That's what I do.
But then there's still that problem with being far away from the computer type shit. Like I don't like fucking. The thing is like if I were to go upstairs in like his room, say, and sleep in there, and say I want to fucking hop on the computer, or if I'm up on the computer late and I gotta go upstairs, you know what I mean? The fucking dog that's in her room, she's got super sensitive hearing. You know what I mean? So she's going to bark, wake my mom up. My mom's going to get pissed off type shit. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, ideally, I just want to go get my own spot and just make the podcast area the living room. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like right now, I'm saving a good bit of money. I can pay off my student loans and shit. I can pay off a lot of this shit while I'm living here, you know?
Right.
Charlie?
I'm pretty sure once you do it for a while.
Well, Charlie, Charlie and Tonka both stay in her room, but Charlie's got fucking good hearing, bro. Every time I go out and fucking chill with Zane, she knows exactly what time I get home. Because as soon as that motherfucking door, I click the key in the door.
Yep.
Bro, I've tried pulling that shit, trying to make it extremely quiet, no matter what. Type shit.
Yeah, that's how my dogs be too. I'll
but it's none of them, bro. It's none of them except for the one that has fucking that's had puppies the last couple of times.
Really?
Bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably because she's all confrontational and shit. That's why. Okay.
You know, she's fucking like it doesn't matter what kind of sound you hear. Like I've been as quiet as I possibly can, bro. She always hears me.
All right, that makes sense then. But yeah, my dog's the same way because I'll go out with my friends and shit, and I'm like, I don't even get the fucking car yet, and I see like my dog's like in the window, like fucking barking at me and shit. I'm like, how the fuck did you even know that it was me that just pulled up here? Like, what the fuck? So
yeah, I'm sure she probably barks outside when I'm outside, and I shut the car door and shit too, but I can't hear it outside. So yeah, I definitely feel that. But enough with the stuff going on right here. I was just kind of curious.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was kind of curious on the opinions. I'll figure it out at some point. I've been thinking a lot about this shit, which is, especially now too, I might put in some work trying to figure some shit out, being that I got fucking, fired from my job. I'm going to be working with fucking my dad trying to get his ass out of here a little more. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. But you guys got any final Marvel topics, Spider-Man topics, or y'all want to get into shout-outs and going outside? Well, already been going for an hour and 10, 20 minutes or so.
Excited for Doctor Strange.
An hour and 40 minutes, I think, is where we're at.
Excited for Thor. What other Marvel movies are coming out in 2022?
I don't know. I don't know about 2022. I know it's Doctor Strange is the next Marvel movie.
Earlier too.
Man, that shit pissing me off, bro. Because if you know Marvel, really, Black Panther was supposed to be the next. Like,
how are they gonna do Black Panther 2 with Chadwick Boseman? That's his name, right?
Chadwick
Boseman.
Know. It was the biggest.
Because I know they were saying that they recorded a bunch of shit pre.
No,
he's not in it at all.
That's the
his name is on the title.
No. What it is they're gonna.
Just kind of kill them off or something.
There was like a leak set photo where like there was like these pillars in like the what's it called, in the throne room, and it was in Wakandan language, and it was deciphered to say
Wakanda
King T'Challa, we will never forget you or something. So basically he's dead.
Yeah.
So basically he's dead in real life and dead in the MCU. That's what they're doing.
That nigga said that.
That's what they're doing.
Oh,
that's what they're doing.
The thing that pissed me off, because what's his name, Siri or
Shuri? Yeah,
she's
no, that
supposed
pisses me
to
off.
take the mantle, bro. But she talking about she might be done with.
No, they're done with her because of the fact that she's anti-vax. So they're like, then no, then you're not fucking coming back. If you're not going to get the fucking vaccine, then we're not going to fucking bring you back over here. Like,
do you have the vaccine? Stupid. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. You do. You did get the vaccine?
I do. Yep.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, no, I do. Everybody's like, you're gonna turn it. My friend is like, you're gonna turn into a zombie. So how do you want me to kill you? I'm like, nigga, what? If I'm gonna be a zombie, first of all, if I'm gonna be a zombie, I'm gonna be that nigga Nemesis from the fucking Resident Evil games. Would be a hard zombie to be. So you just calm the fuck down. God damn it!
I'm finna come out here like Abomination type shit. I'm about to Hulk smash for real.
Have you seen Marvel Zombies? I think I'm set. All right,
oh yeah,
I think
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, I just pulled up just
Ant-Man,
a straight what's off of Google, and Google goes, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That movie's going to be fire.
The fire's fuck.
Thor, Love, and Thunder. I think that shit's going to be fire because he's going to be with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Wakanda Forever. I think that shit's going to be fire.
I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, what they
the Marvels?
They should have did comic accurate things, because in the comics, what's that bitch ass? Not bitch ass nigga, but the villain. Like Michael B. Jordan, bro. He's supposed to come back, bro.
Yeah. He's the guy that was Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger died in the comic. He dies and he comes back to life as a good guy.
But how does he come back to life? Does it say?
I forget. I think
comic
he does,
book
like,
shit. That could be anything. There's this one Robin that died, and this nigga Superman punched the fabric of reality, and that's how he came back. So literally, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
This motherfucker comic book shit. He said it.
So Killmonger really should be the new Black Panther.
And you know what I saw today? I saw somebody said that Denzel Washington could be the new T'Challa. Like when he retires from acting, because like he's thinking about retiring for acting soon. So they're like, well, before you do that, just play Black Panther. I always
wanted him to be in the MCU. That's my favorite all-time black actor in history. That's one of my top actors at all. Just
one of my coworkers asked, they're like, if you could get a documentary, who would you want to play? I was like, Denzel Washington, nigga. What the fuck?
Come on now. You know what that is? It's PCP.
What about the Marvels?
Oh, fuck. I don't know about that.
I think it's going to be boo-boo.
Can you even say anything about that bitch,
it's going to be boo-boo.
It sounds so bad.
I'm going to have to watch the Miss Marvel show first, because she's in that one.
I never even seen the trailer, but I'm going to go ahead and say that shit boo-boo. I'm just saying, when they come out with a trailer or anything, that don't matter. I think that's just going to be boo-boo.
I'm going to have to watch the fucking Miss Marvel show before I can even make an opinion about that one, because I have no idea.
What about the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
Fire.
I hope so because I don't. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was kind of a letdown.
I thought it was a good movie,
Kind
but
of.
yeah,
It was
as
good,
as the first.
but
have
Ego,
you-
come on now.
Have you watched the new Suicide Squad movie?
I watched half of it
Because-
and I got caught up, and I didn't get to watch the other of it before it got taken off HBO Max.
Gotcha. The nigga that directs that movie directed both
James
Guardians of
Gunn.
the Galaxy movies.
Well,
and
the
this third
first
one.
half of that Suicide Squad movie was fire.
Yeah. So like he's directing the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the one who directed that one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
We directed all of them.
What
Yeah,
was the
that one too,
what
yeah.
was the first? They were all three of them.
all
were
three
not
of them
done?
were him. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay.
because he got fired from Marvel. Remember?
What
Yeah.
about Ant-Man, the new Ant-Man coming out?
Oh, that one's gonna be fire. That one's gonna have my nigga Kang in there. That shit's
This
about to
is
be
why
fire.
I'm confused with Marvel because there's so much going on right now, and with the Ant-Man movie having the Kang because Kang is supposed to be
It's supposed to be
most
Thanos.
likely he's going to be the next
He's-
Thanos.
yeah,
of
he's the
this
next
thing.
Thanos.
So it's like having him the main villain in an
That-
Ant-Man movie.
Is he like confirmed to be the villain?
He is. Yeah.
He's the nigga in Loki.
Okay.
You saw Loki,
Well,
right?
yeah,
He's the dude at the end.
I don't know.
The black guy.
the guy that was sitting at the table telling
Yeah.
him that
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
Kang.
fucking
Yeah, that's
okay,
Kang.
okay.
But I don't think he's going to be like the main. It said he's supposed to be in the
Yeah,
movie.
he's in there.
They didn't say he's going to be like the main villain of the movie.
but who else
he's-
would they do though with time travel?
I don't know. Well, see, and I don't think they need to even do
Time travel. that's
And like,
what I'm
I
saying.
don't even know who would be it because Ant-Man doesn't have any villains. Like he had
Yeah, he
Yellow
doesn't
Jacket,
have no notable
and then the
villains.
second movie they
Was
used
with
Ghost,
That
which was
the
an Iron
most-
Man villain.
Yeah.
So they could literally use anybody, but I don't think they're going to use Kang as like the main villain. I think they're going to use him for like the plot and to figure out what
Get
the
him in
fuck
this
else.
situation.
Yeah, and to tell everybody basically what else they're going to do for the rest of the movies. But I don't think he's going to be
Mhm.
like the main villain.
Hopefully not, because that would ruin King right there.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
that nigga fights Ant-Man and he lost,
And he
nigga.
lost.
Yeah, I've seen some
That
shit
shit
on
would
how
be-
he's supposed to be being set up to be a major villain.
Yeah, he's
type
supposed
shit,
to be
which
the
is
next big
Kang,
guy.
like you guys are saying. But I don't know nothing about him as a character, so I'm kind
He's
of
from
just
the
relying
future.
Yeah, he's pretty much
from the
he's
future.
the only nigga in Marvel who like is really that nigga when it comes to like time travel.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and he has different versions of himself across the
Uh-huh.
universe.
I like how if you look in the camera, you just see fucking Cheyenne staring at me.
Just right there in the corner.
And you know what
Yeah.
movie? I know it's back to Spider-Man, but Morbius. I've been low-key waiting for Morbius.
That was the last
for a
movie I
long
was going to
time.
bring on. but
Morbius
yeah.
looks fire to me, and I've been
This
excited,
motherfucker-
but they got delayed so many times, and usually when movies get delayed,
This motherfucker look like Man-Bat in Batman.
Morbius is hard. He's one of my favorite.
He's
Spider-Man
just a vampire bat, a
He's
dude
a
that
vampire.
transforms into a vampire bat.
but he's just a cold ass
Yeah.
vampire though.
Yeah, he's not even like a traditional vampire because
Yeah,
he didn't
he-
get bitten.
What does he do? He just got hands.
He has like claws.
No,
and,
he's like an
fangs.
actual
so he's
vampire.
lizard.
He's a
Oh.
vampire. He does feed on blood and shit, but he's not a vampire. He didn't get bitten by a vampire and
But
became
this
a vampire.
motherfucker could fly, put hands
Yeah.
on you,
Yeah,
claw
he-
you
yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
But what else
Echolocation.
did he appeal to him? Like, what else could he do? Anything?
He can
echolocation.
echolocation. Literally bat shit. He could do
Okay.
bat shit.
Okay.
super
I'm gonna
strength.
have to
super
check it
speed.
out. I've been skeptical on it because I don't know how
That's
I feel
what
about
because
it.
I
but-
was expecting Vulture to pop up in this movie in Spider-Man.
Right, but he
I was
didn't.
thinking he was gonna be the last guy. To
I almost
show up
thought
and help.
fucking him or Mysterio were gonna be in there.
No,
I know
think
Mysterio
Mysterio's
was
dead.
in.
yeah,
think
but
he's dead.
I thought Mysterio was gonna say like fucking come out and be like, oh, that was my master illusion. Type
Right, yeah,
shit.
like I thought that would be the only reason they bring him back, but at this
Yeah.
point, I think he's just
I feel
actually
like he would've
Now-
got
now I
played
think
out
he's
'cause he already
actually
had
dead,
a
yeah.
great ass
Yeah.
illusion. If he would have had another illusion, I was like, all right, you already did this shit.
I was like,
Yeah.
but everything in this fucking thing is
I was-
Kang's not even real.
that
it's just
movie
Mysterio.
though with fucking Mysterio, bro, was fantastic with special effects.
Oh, yeah,
that shit was fire too.
100%.
I was hoping that they would have had Dr. Tavius stay bad the whole movie, and they had Vulture be the good guy and help
Well,
Spider-Man in the mount.
I see why they didn't do that because at the end of the Spider-Man 2 movie, he's like, "Oh yeah, I did fuck this up. I am a piece of shit for doing this, aren't I?"
Mm.
So I think that's the only reason why. Like if that wasn't the thing, like if Doctor Octopus didn't kill himself in the fucking second Spider-Man movie because he knew he fucked up, I think then he'd just be bad the whole rest of the movie. But I think just because he had that redemptive arc, that they had to just keep it the same. So
I fucks with it. I fucks
Spider-Man
with it.
cured them niggas.
We also know that
Cured
motherfucker, the new
that.
Spider-Verse, obviously is gonna be fire.
fire as fuck. The movie I'm waiting for now that Shang-Chi's out, the movie I'm waiting for is a fucking Blade movie. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Blade. How you say his
Mahershala
name?
Ali?
Didn't Blade already come out like before? But
he's a nigga who really started this shit.
Yes.
If it wasn't for him, Marvel wouldn't be here.
Yes, but like that movie's about to be like
send me the movie AJ after this shit, and I'll watch this shit just so I can have an idea.
With Wesley Snipes. Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
It was rated R, both of them, right?
Both of them. Yeah, all three of them. There's three of them, and all three of them were fucking.
I need to watch them shit again.
Did y'all know at the end of the Eternals movie? The post-credit scene with the Black Knight. Yeah, the one that's like, you sure you want to do that? That's
ready for this?
Yeah, that's supposed to be fucking Blade. And I was like, stop it, nigga. Stop.
They said, I was watching an interview and he said he was losing because he's a fantastic actor. He's
really
100%.
Good. If you watch the Luke Cage Netflix series, that nigga Mahershala Ali is in that, and he's the villain in that. And that nigga was fire in that show. He's
fantastic. So like, I was watching an interview. I think it was on like a night show. He was pretty much saying that he was losing sleep because of that post-credit scene. Right. He said that he's like, he wants to give the fans the experience they want. So like, he doesn't really know like the voice that he was going to do. Like if he was
trying to figure out how to do it,
he was like still practicing and like learning it. So they called this nigga up out of nowhere, like, "Hey yo, we need you for this post-credit scene to say some shit." And he was all like, "Well, I don't even know how I'm gonna sound yet." So he said he was losing sleep because just saying 5 words,
right?
He was saying he has to make sure that was like that character. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
And fun fact on that too, Blade is originally British, and Wesley Snipes ruined everybody's perspective of that. So he could have even said British and made him British again. But
yo, Blade's gonna be fired. Depending on, I wonder how they're gonna do it. Yo, they need to bring Ghost Rider into the. Yo,
they do. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
I'm pretty sure they already been saying that they want to bring Keanu in.
They want to, but they don't know a character, bro.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider, bro.
And Keanu says he wants to be in it too. He said it'd be an honor for him to be in the MCU.
Bro, he is the perfect casting. The one, if you've seen Cyberpunk again,
and him with the motorcycle, Keanu goes hard as a biker.
You feel me? Like that dark, like. You don't really know who I am.
Voice.
Yeah, you feel me? That little dramatic ass voice he be doing, that would be perfect for Ghost Rider.
Speaking of which, the fucking new Matrix movie comes out in fucking like 3 days.
Did you see the Matrix Awakens gameplay footage, bro?
I saw that shit. I was like, this shit's fucking insane.
That motherfucking shit look like fucking Mario, or like make GTA look like 8-bit Mario type shit.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've never seen the Matrix. Like, I've seen parts, of course.
I've only seen parts of shit.
So when I saw that game, bro, I thought it was the fucking movie.
Oh, I've seen all 3 movies of the Matrix. Them shits is nice. Those are good movies. Fantastic movies.
The Matrix.
I do hate to cut everybody off, but we is getting extra long in this motherfucker. I think we're already above 2 hours, possibly.
It's called vibing.
So let's, bro, trust me, we could bring you on for as many podcasts as you want.
And
you know
I will come on
like,
for all of those.
Bro, like, look, I got the equipment for it. You know what I mean? And we need fucking conversations, bro. That's what podcasts. That shit does look fire.
I will do that shit.
What's up with it?
But let's go ahead and jump into these shout outs and going outside of the week.
I just saw some pizza and hot wings and got a hard
on. Just for AJ, I'm gonna let you go first, AJ. Shout outs and going outside, JJ. What you got?
Come on now, bro. Again, shout out to the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Shout out to Kevin Feige. That man.
Kevin Feige?
Kevin Feige.
Feige?
Yeah.
That's a weird name.
He's the nigga who is the visionary behind all of everything in Marvel.
Okay.
So shout out to him. Your daddy deserves a dick sucked.
Me too?
No, I'm not you. But shout out to the new Spider-Man movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up.
Nigga, going outside to that boo-boo ass headache. Nigga, my head still hurt right now, bro. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck this shit is, but going outside to that headache, bro. That's pretty much it for your boy Reaper. You know what I'm saying? Keep it long, keep it strong.
I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna say shout out to motherfucker Spider-Man, because this is a fantastic ass movie. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and y'all delivered me some justice. I enjoyed the movie. Y'all did a fantastic job. Let's keep it going. Let's get more Spider-Man movies out here. Shout out to Spider-Man. Going outside to my boo-boo ass job, because these motherfucker boo-boo ass motherfuckers fired their best roofer. But I ain't even going to give them the going outside because they fired me. I'm just going to give them the going outside because I've been telling Rick straight up since the beginning, this is the worst roofing company I ever worked for in my entire life. You want to know how bad, bro? These guys are the type of motherfuckers that wouldn't hire us a lift. wouldn't hire us a crane to bring material on the roofs. They wanted us to rope this shit up by hand. Like, what kind of cheap-ass motherfucking bullshit is
Bump
this?
all that noise. Fuck that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other day, instead of just getting a lift to go do a couple picks and shit onto this job, I'm sitting here lifting, like, Den's deck, which is, like, pretty much fireproof drywall.
Right.
Bro, I'm lifting this shit up from the back of a fucking flatbed up to the fucking second, third floor fucking roof type shit. Fucking these motherfuckers, they ain't light. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm lifting fucking 50 of them type shit. And they want to tell me my performance is unsatisfactory because they want to become a foreman. I don't really want to become a foreman type shit. Like, they just wanted an excuse to fire me type shit. But it's all good. Karma's a bitch.
Yep.
I don't really care because, like I said, I'm probably going to be dropping a 2 weeks notice on them anyway. But y'all getting to going outside this week. I don't want to say a name because I ain't like that. You know what I mean? If I got beef with you, I will call your ass out. But when it comes to working and shit like that, I try to just keep that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know that we're done, but they said that Sing She 2 director trying to get that nigga Jackie Chan in that bitch too.
Yep.
And with that, we're gonna have to go ahead and ask TJ.
Come on now.
What's your
Jackie
shout
Chan,
out? What's
go.
your shout out to going outside? You get the concept of going outside too, right? Like negative shout out type deal.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I had to
But-
think for a minute, but I don't think I have any of that. But
But shout out to going outside, bro. What you got?
shout out to Tom Holland for being the best goddamn Spider-Man I've seen in a
Thank you.
while.
Facts.
Shout out to Zendaya for not only being fun as
Yo,
fuck,
they're
but
fucking
The
in real life.
best
I saw a
MJ.
picture
the
of them
best
kissing.
MJ and being fucking birthday twins with me.
To be honest with you, bro, when it comes to Zendaya, bro, her curly hair, she looks young. But when she gets her straight hair and shit going, flame.
Fire. Yeah, she can
Flame.
ruin my life anytime she chooses. That's okay.
Anytime, bro.
Anytime.
Hey, girl, you want to be my
Hey,
Mary
nigga
Jane? Let's
Spider-Man
go.
finna come beat y'all niggas up. You
That's
better
fine.
chill.
Tom Holland can come bring that shit. He can come bring the heat, bro. You gonna need them special effects to take me out. Like,
Nigga Tom Holland finna do a backflip out the wall and kick your shit.
that's cool. I'm finna just uppercut him in the nuts on the way around.
Uppercut him on the nuts, spirit. Shout out to my PlayStation, baby. I'm coming home soon. Actually, right now. So
About to go play that Spider-Man.
yeah, about to play Spider-Man, Avengers, fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
You like that game?
We're talking about the Avengers game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright.
When did you just now start playing it?
No, I've been playing it since like the day
Do
it
you see
dropped.
this motherfucker's tattoo on his arm? Show it again for the audience, bro.
Yeah,
Show it. Look. That
Yep,
motherfucker
yep.
says Marvel. You think he just now got that motherfucking game? Like, come on.
I mean, the game was bad. That's why I was asking.
I just played when I'm like bored and
I don't-
and they just put Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1, so
How's Spider-Man on the game? Trash.
Fuck. You're better playing the fucking Fortnite because the web swinging in fucking Fortnite. Spider-Man's web
That
swinging in
motherfucker,
Fortnite.
that motherfucker go web sling in Fortnite.
In Fortnite, and it's way better than the fucking Avengers one. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Christ.
So-
Epic Games, shout out to you guys.
Yes, and shout out to the Guardians of the Galaxy game because
I
that
heard that
shit's
shit was
fire.
Yo, a lot of people hate on that game before
But I heard
it came
that
out.
shit was fire.
No, that
I
shit
don't know
is
why.
fire.
I wanna
was like,
play that
why
shit.
are niggas hating on it?
Yeah, no,
Bro,
that
you
shit's
got
fire.
it on PlayStation?
Yes, sir.
I'm
I
about
do.
to get that motherfucker on PC. And
Yeah, that shit
experience
is
graphical amazingness. Because
That
that
shit
motherfucker
is
look
fire.
good. That
Oh, it
motherfucker
is.
look real
I
good.
think
I
I'm
beat it
definitely
already.
playing
That shit is fire.
Okay. What else you got? Anything else? Or what?
No, that's it. I ain't got no going outs because I ain't got beef with nobody. so
You don't even want to give it going outside to Electro or Avengers game. You ain't got nothing.
oh yeah, no. No. What's
Like,
it called?
you
What's
know
it
he
called?
got- you know
going
he-
outside.
Yeah, going outside. You know
Yeah.
he got serious when one
Go-
eyebrow came up.
And I'd like to give a going outside to the fucking Avengers game because the fact that you charging me to
Called that
fucking
shit.
pay for the same skin only in different colors pisses me off. God damn it. All right. I hope your fucking office burns down with nobody in it. God damn it.
Jesus Christ. He said burn all your computers and hard drives
With
down. Fuck all
nobody
your-
in it. I don't wish death.
fuck your years of hard work, but,
Fuck your years
but
of-
respect the lives behind.
God damn it. Y'all did good with y'all made goddamn Kingdom Hearts, but that's about it. So fuck you.
It's the same people who made Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts as
Square
Avengers.
Enix. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I think.
I don't
remember.
That was my most when they introduced that game in like 2015, wherever it was. I was so hyped.
Hype as fuck.
They were like, "What would happen if the Avengers like fail?" And they had like the broken Captain America shield.
Hype as fuck.
You did not get that in the game, bro.
No. You did.
What we thought we were going to get, we did not
Yeah,
get.
no. Everybody's like, it's their fault. I was like, yeah, fucking it's their fault. God damn it. I'd disband them too.
I guess I can say this because I did forget this. Not going outside. Big shout out to Halo Infinite.
Yes.
That motherfucker is a top 3 Halo game. That motherfucker.
That's the newest Halo, right?
I just beat the story mode about 2 days ago. The story
came
mode
out with the story mode already.
Campaign is on Game Pass too. Might I add?
The story mode was fantastic. I feel like out of all the Halos, this really digged into the character of Master Chief, which I really appreciate. Because before he really was just a soldier, my nigga. The nigga was just all business. This, I feel like you actually got to like know him more. Not know him, but like see a part of him that we haven't seen. But shout out to Halo. This was a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. Shout out to Microsoft. Yeah, out here, gang.
I fucks with it. But with that, AJ, you want to bring it out or should I?
Go ahead and bring it out, my guy.
Are you going to repeat everything I say or not this time?
Not this time.
Okay.
The head hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll let you have it.
Hit me with a brr bow again, though. This is his thing, though. This is why we keep him around.
I see.
Bow.
Bang, bang. But no, this is the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast. We are here with the motherfucking Spider-Man special. We even brought you a special guest, TJ, bro.
TJ.
Appreciate you for coming
TJ,
on.
AJ.
Shout out to you for coming on. We also got your boy, Deadboy Reaper on social medias. You got your boy Joey H. Follow me on social medias. If you got any social medias, bro, shout them out.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, the sensei named TJ, and then add me on Snapchat, TJ_the bestest.
You heard it. You heard it best from the man
all the titty
himself.
pics.
All the titty pics.
Every single one, even your grandma's.
Even if they ain't yours, send them shits in.
Just send them.
Just make sure the bitch is 18 and up, man.
Please, for Christ's sake. I'm a teacher. Please do that.
But shit, this is the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast. Follow us on Discord. You could actually talk to us, talk to the Deadboyz community. You could follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all the good fucking audio streaming sites. You can see us on YouTube. I also want to say when it comes to Twitch, when we get done recording this shit's going to be available on Twitch. So if y'all want to start watching us live, get up on Twitch. Y'all can see us right away. So you got options. You can wait till the YouTube and the audio comes out, or you can watch us on Twitch. Either way, we out there. You could listen to us. We on everything. Come catch us. But this was the Deadboyz podcast once again, and we're out, right? You got anything else to say? You got anything else you want to put out? Nobody? Hit it with a bow. Finish it out.
Also follow me on TikTok, TJ_Wilson1. Do that too.
Yes,
Cool.
All the TikToks, you know what I'm saying?
And ended up with a bow.
Yeah,
AJ, hit it.
Bow! It's the motherfucking Deadboyz podcast. Catch us on the next
episode.
Gang.
Mondays on streams, Thursdays on episode releases. Peace out.